I'm a tire.
Hi everybody, it's me and Biss again. We're doing the Sonic 06 game. We're Sonicking.
Yeah,
Hi everybody, we're
Blue
Sonic.
Street is us. We're Sonic. Too fast for your nude eyeballs. We're Sonic.
Your nide balls.
We got an attitude.
Time for
We
suffering?
Are a shit. Yeah, it's time for you to get fucked, honey.
Trial select. Act trial.
Trial select.
Let's get going!
You click trial when you want to try the owl.
So we're at Flame Core.
Oh, yeah, this is suffering. Wow.
Let's get suffering! Tails! As soon as I hear Sonic's voice, my Sonic impression comes back to me immediately.
Well, you should clarify, it's Jason Griffith. Sonic at his worst. Well, I say worst, I think he was probably worse than Shadow.
Hey, Tails! Are you ready for a beatdown? Sonic, no! I don't want to get beaten up!
Oh my god, you know what?
What?
I think Jason Griffith also did a side character in Sonic Unleashed, right?
Yeah.
Who has like a legendary line. So imagine Sonic's delivery, right?
Uh-huh.
But on an attempted normal voice, right? And you see and you can see like a funky man who's supposed to look like an academic from Europe, right? But he has the American accent, right?
Uh-huh.
And he's describing what has happened to Professor Pickle, and he's like,
"Oh, that's me.
An old man showed up with a and a whole pack of robots." And that line was like memed because number one,
I instantly
what the
gamed
fuck
over.
is a pack of robots? What? Oh. Because number one, what is a pack of robots? And number two, the delivery is just legendary.
Hey, Tails, have you ever seen a pack of robots?
No, they're not pack animals.
Sonic, please don't open the pack of robots.
Hey there, Shan, how you doing?
Sonic, I don't want the robot pack.
A pack of robots is a bionicle case. I love you, Arrow. I'll let you know. Wait, do me a favor. Yeah. Go back.
Go back. Sonic has gone too far.
Try going through the loop. Jump over the boosters and try going backwards through the loop.
Okay, well I died in the exact same spot, so I guess we're going back.
Okay. So at the beginning, right? Jump over the boosters at the start and see if you can walk up the loop.
Sonic won't jump.
You can't? No,
oh, this
before the loop
with the enemy.
Yeah, try jumping over the boosters and walking it.
You're supposed to jump at me. No,
what? Does it work?
No, I couldn't jump. You just went over the booster.
Oh,
got, like,
okay.
Sucked into it.
So in the original 06, right? Number one,
I got close to the
jump.
booster and then he got sucked into it. I couldn't stop.
So in the original 06, you could still jump there, and also you could run on the loop even if you were just like walking. You could stand on the loop.
So they seem to have fixed that then.
Yeah.
If I use a homing attack on that monster, I'll be able to get to the other side. God, this far into the game and you're still explaining the homing attack?
In this game, he just fucking never shuts the fuck up.
Wow, I have a homing attack. I haven't used that at all. Wow, I can stand in the lava and not die.
I think this should. It would be fun to see a platformer just lean into this.
I'm gonna try this again.
I just have a character whose main gimmick
is his inner monologue is his outer monologue.
Yeah, it's the worst inner monologue ever as well.
Woohoo! What a view! I'm sorry, I repeat him all the time. I can't help it. It's just it's a voice. I hear it and I gotta. Oh, there was the line you liked. Where the lava's coming out of the fiery ground, or whatever it is he says.
Lava shoots up from the fiery ground. It's like, it sounds vaguely poetic. Like it's an excerpt from a book, and in context it sounds really cool. But no, he's just looking at the fiery ground and noticing lava comes up. He's writing a haiku. Are you okay?
No. I'm still... Oh.
What, you had to ride on a Sonic like a saddle? That's an incredible dream, Shan.
Woohoo! What a view!
Super Mario Galaxy 2 ROM hack Sonic over Yoshi.
Here it is. Lava shoots up from that fiery ground! Oh, oops. Wow, I didn't know lava!
I love how Sonic Adventure... Okay, I love Sonic Adventure 2. But both that game and this have this habit of just having, like, random projectiles.
Yeah, you can't jump on that you can't jump on that section at all. It just doesn't let you. I tried.
I mean that's an improvement over the original, where it was like this section could take like a couple minutes if you were just like slowly walking the loop.
Why is this level like this? I can't. I can't. Tails, I'm sorry, I can't. What can't you do, What can't you do, Sonic? I don't know, I just can't.
Okay, Elena. Okay. I'm gonna try and give you some pro tips.
It's like I have very loose control over my movements, Tails.
Okay, Elena. Okay, so 06, you don't have loose control. You have incredibly tight control. It's just confusing.
Oh. He burn. Well.
It's amazing because the lava level in SRB2
it's because the way
you had
it's set
trouble
up,
with.
it looks like I'm going into the wall running part, but then it's not the wall running part. It's the homing attack part, and I can never remember that because it looks like the wall running part, and I'm getting ready to go into the wall, and then I just go.
Can I just point out this
actually, that's the second game over arrow. That's not the first one.
Can I just point out that this is the opposite of SRB2? In SRB2, there's a load of really hard platforming that you were able to do. In this, it's just basic shit is nearly impossible.
That was the second game over. Also, it's less than 10 minutes.
The water wall. Wait, why are you saying the water wall arrow? Oh, the water wall.
How about the Wonder Wall?
Oh, the fucking Beyblade part. Hey, Elena.
If I use a homing attack on that monster, I'll be able to reach the other side. What happened here? So you're telling me that you can go on the loop if you're just walking, but you can't go on the wall running?
No, because you were bumping against the ceiling. So
I was bumping it. You mean?
You were bumping it, yeah. Hey, Elena, can I just make an ominous statement?
What? Oh.
When you see the work of a Beyblade character, you are about to die.
The work of a Beyblade character?
Yes. Oh, that's fucking good, Shan. I'm not really a big scent person, so I tend to just look at my cat and then nuzzle into their face fur. Not their face fur, I mean their fur. Like a little bit, not too much. I don't want to get germs on my face, just a little.
Lava shoots up from that fiery ground! It's me getting more annoyed with the game.
Yeah, in fact, the most famous Beyblade character.
Oh.
Arrow's pointing out, like, this is gonna be, like when...
I don't know any Beyblade characters.
I think you actually know one of them.
Unless you're talking about the Beyblade itself.
No, you'll see.
As a
You know
character.
this one. You know this one. Well, I'll tell you at the time.
I know this one?
They're from...
is it Tommy?
No, they appeared in some... No, they appeared in some very popular memes. So you'll know. But me and Arrow will say nothing more in case we give it away.
Tommy's in this? They gave me a Beyblade, Mr. Freeman!
No. For a second that I legit just thought Tommy was the main character of Beyblade. I forgot about fucking Half-Life AR. I mean VR.
AI.
AI VR. 3D HD.
Wow, I sure love pressing the jump button.
Are you all coming out to say hi?
Wow, are you guys all coming out to say hi? Why would you say that, Sonic? He sounded so genuine about it too. Like he didn't even sound sarcastic.
He just wants people to notice him. And to pay
Wow,
attention.
are you guys all coming out just to say hi? And then they do that bizarre ragdoll thing.
Bizarre.
His weak point is the core of the head. I gotta hit it when it comes into view. Or you can just jam the button.
How does he know this?
He's just looking, Bis.
How does he fucking... How does he know
looked at the
from
forehead
looking?
and said, wow, that's a weak point. I gotta hit it.
Elena, how would you feel if I came to your house, looked at your forehead and said, that's the weak point, I gotta hit it?
Don't hit me, Bis. Oh my god!
No.
It's his ultra instinct.
It's his Ultra Instinct. Ultra Instinct isn't fucking omniscience!
That's his ultra instinct. Is
No.
seeing weak point. There's a Marvel superhero character whose power is that he can see the weak point in anything.
That's pretty cool. Shan just posted in chat saying no, which I assume is Sonic's death noise in this.
That's my reaction to the death I just had.
Okay, everybody, tell me your favorite Sonic the Hedgehog video game death quote. There's quite a few that I'm a fan of, so it's hard to really say. I like how in SA1 the English Sonic death quote is just nah! Like he says no, but it's like really garbled.
He says
for
nah.
no reason. Nah! Then there's also
not here.
and then yes, damn not here. Oh my fucking god. Also, there's also the werehog falling into a pit noise. It's just ah!
Oh my god, no!
Elena, did you just
No.
Elena,
I died with one ring.
Elena, I need you to muster all your gamer girl pee and put a real strong effort in. And the minute it feels like you're operating on half a bladder. Yes! I want a mod where the death sound is replaced by Elena going. Arrow says, yeah, how could I forget?
What a view.
Yeah, I just puff out my cheeks and go when I get defeated in this game.
Whoa. Only you almost got shot, you almost got hurt by the lava that comes out the fiery ground. Like you were stood on the fiery ground.
Yeah, I would have been a chump.
Yeah, you would have been a chump if you got hit by that lava that comes out of the fiery ground, and it's really obvious. He says fiery ground. It glows a bit. I don't know if that's what fire is.
Are you all coming out to say hi?
Like, I don't think rock
Whoa,
can be
are
on
you all
fire.
coming out to say hi? Not a hint of sarcasm in his voice when he says
Bis,
that.
check your Twitch DMs.
God, the way they just glitch out when you defeat them it's legendary.
Elena, can you what if we were in the cave full of glowing purple objects?
This bridge is gonna collapse any minute! Well, good thing you were there for like 2 seconds.
Elena, what if we were on the bridge that was gonna collapse for any minute and we were both girls and we kissed?
Oh, stop falling off the bridge! I'm just trying to turn around and get to the spring, and Sonic turns so wide that he walks off the thing.
Elena, this game doesn't have a wide turn circle.
Well, then why does that happen?
I cannot explain what you were doing. Unless
I was
this
just
control
trying to turn around.
Unless this controls way differently than 06 proper, because in 06 you could just you could just turn instantly.
That was not instant.
Elena, what if we were on the fiery ground and we kissed? Haha, just kidding. Unless...
Why? I can't. These platforms are death. Sonic and the Deathly platforms.
Sonic is like a cheetah turning into one.
Turned into a kazoo for a second there.
Oh, that makes sense, Arrow. That makes sense. I feel like part of the problem with this game is that, like, it has a lot of acceleration and deceleration and tight turning, whereas something like SRB2 is, like, harder to get used to it at the beginning, but then easier to play when you, like, get used to it, because the sense of weight, it feels more predictable. With this, it's like... With this, it's like you can turn instantly as if you're lightweight, but you keep moving as if you're heavy. It's a contradiction.
Okay, I'm good.
Elena, what if we were near the ragdolling lava dogs and we kissed?
This is the glitching, spasming, stretching lava dogs.
Yeah, exactly.
Is that what these enemies are called? Lava dogs?
I don't
Logs?
know. That's a get one. I wonder if we were on
sausage
top of
socks.
the log. No! I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Oh my god, that was a good one. He went so noodly. Well, what are you doing, Sonic? Get out of there. That's gotta be the I gotta catch that frame and make that the thumbnail.
Can you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Can you do me a
Ooh,
favor?
another noodly one.
When you capture that frame, could you just put like a little speech bubble next to Sonic that's like, "Are you okay?" And then next to him it's like, "I am suffer."
I should say, "Are you here to say hi?"
No! No! No!
Wow, are you here to say hi? To the famous Sonic the Hedgehog?
Elena, what if we were near the light dash trail that's near the flaming bird inside the second room?
It's raining fire! Why does he think that's cool?
Is that...
It's patently hot.
Elena, what if we were near the cool fire ring and then kiss?
Oh my god, I'm on no lives again.
Elena, what if we were on the lava with only like 5 rings and we were trying to get on the platform and we were both girls and we kissed?
This is an old meme, why is this your thing all of a sudden?
It's funny. It's funny.
No, Sonic, no!
Elena, what if we were next to the place where you went and then we were both
Turned
girls?
into Scooby-Doo.
You turned into Ruh-roh!
God,
Reggie! Lava
this game
comes
is
out
getting
of the fiery ground!
this game is getting weird noises out of me more than many other games do.
Well,
I don't know what other games get these weird noises out of me.
Here, lady, guess what?
Yeah.
Whoa! It's raining fire! Can somebody, can somebody please make a mod of this? Where it's the exact same game, but it's just Scooby-Doo running on 2 legs. Like, all the lines are re-recorded.
I can't stay on platforms in this. It's so hard. It's like there's so little control on where he lands in the air.
What have you? I can't do a Scooby-Doo voice. Just bounce in order to stop your momentum.
Bounce?
Using the bounce button.
What do you mean the bounce button?
Use the bounce button.
What are you talking about? Gosh dang
button
it, then
makes
what
you
do I
bounce.
do if I just walk into the lava because he didn't jump?
Okay, so learn which button is the bounce button.
Oh yeah, well, actually you have no control in that section at all. That's completely scripted.
Oh, the loop running section? I mean, that's an improvement
Or the
over when you
section
break it.
before the loop.
What?
Just leading up to the loop. Yeah, I couldn't get out of it. I was moving the control stick and nothing was happening, and you can't jump.
Oh, like
he just
the
runs
level
through
up,
there.
right.
The part where you're telling me to jump over the thing, you can't do anything in that area, let alone jump.
Lava roots up from the fiery ground. I really want that. I really want the fucking mod now.
What if it was Donkey Kong?
No! I still can't get over the fact that, like, this...
You are coming up to say hi.
Oh, you did it perfectly! That was the best impression I've ever heard, and as a result, I'm leaving you. Goodbye.
Oh no!
His weak point is the
I love. Okay, is the fact that the dogs are made of lava makes their ragdolling funnier? It looks like they're just like they look.
Oh, Sonic, why did you do that?
They look like a slow motion.
All the way back.
They look like slow motion footage of
I thought they were
Snot
lizards.
dancing in a sneeze.
I thought they have like lizard tails. They don't have ears.
Oh,
I think they're
I don't
lizards.
fuck. Elena, do you think I know? I hate all animals except for like some cats and humans.
lava shoots up from that fiery
What about bunnies?
Bees.
Oh, that one hurt.
Bunnies are kind of creepy, but I'll let them be.
Bunnies are not creepy. He's very cute, and he's right over there right now. I'm covering his little ears. See, this looks like a lizard.
Oh my. Or it
I
could
mean, he
just
has
be a
big
dog
ears
with.
compared to his body, but they're small.
They're a dog with bad posture.
He's small. Excuse me?
They're a dog with bad posture.
They don't act like dogs.
I don't necessarily hate lizards, except for like Komodo dragons
up from that fiery ground.
and iguanas. The ones with the fat necks.
People keep iguanas as pets
He's a homing attack.
and take them for walks like you'd walk a dog. Put it on a leash.
Fall off here.
Komodo dragons are also bad. Wait, I think that's the first one I said.
My mom used to have a pet
Crocodile-
iguana.
Crocodiles aren't lizards, but they're like basically just they're lizard. They're like a lizard echo fighter.
I'd have
No.
to ask her, but I think it was named Iggy.
As a kid.
She had a family member who had a dog named DOG.
For a second, I thought you were just gonna say Dio.
No,
Fucking JoJo character.
I forget who that was though.
This bridge is gonna collapse any minute.
Whoa, my god, that was real noodly. The noodles are real.
You're getting better, Elena. You're learning the bullshit of this game.
I am not.
You are. You're
I'm getting
doing
lucky.
way better.
I'm getting more luck. That's all.
No, wrong. Wrong.
Right. Actually. Oh, the faster Sonic is moving, the less turn control you have.
No, you. That's not how this game works. I've played the original.
is.
It's not how it works. No,
Are
it
you
isn't.
seeing here? I can't get him to like turn sharper than this wide circle that he's going in.
That's new then, and that's an improvement actually.
Oh. If
Because
he's,
the
if he
original-
stood still, you can get him to turn just very quickly.
I actually understand, Elena. This is actually an improvement because in the original game, your turning circle was basically just press a direction at any moment, fuckhead, and it fucked you up more than like this does. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, obviously, it's still 06 at the end of the day, and like, there's a lot of issues, but like, it's
Oh.
better.
It's raining fire.
Cool! It's raining fire! It's raining. This is the place where you die, Sonic.
What's that?
Nothing. Oh, Sonic! Oh, Sonic! Oh, Sonic, no! Okay, we lived.
Alright, if you need to get up somewhere high, you could try stringing
Sonic,
together
Sonic,
some
no!
bouncers.
Sonic! Whoa!
Try stringing together some bouncers. You can go up higher that way.
I
Oh, you got shot!
No, that wasn't.
It's raining fire.
That wasn't the problem.
I mean, the problem with you
fell.
being in lava helped with that, I think.
No.
Oh! Oh! God, we're not gonna make it through this level this time either. Oh, so that's the bounce button.
I want you to try and guess how far through this level you are.
Like a third. Oh, Sonic.
You know
thanks.
what?
Oh.
That's about right, actually.
Oh. God. We're gonna be here for like 3 days. No, oh my God. No, What do you think I was trying to do, Arrow?
I love how when you're just dying, it's just on screen like, great!
Let's get going.
That is not great.
I was gonna say that platform isn't floating because it isn't in the air, but I guess it's floating on the
It's
lava.
floating on the lava. Because the
You'll be
rock is more buoyant than the lava.
Well, what if we were on the lava that's floating in the what if we were on
Actually-
the rock that's floating in the lava and we were both getting...
Actually, really, that's not true. Really, rocks should not float on lava, because lava is not like water. Water is, like, unusual in that it gets less dense when it's solid. Usually, liquid forms of things are more dense than the solid forms. Or, excuse me, the other way. I meant the opposite of that. Usually, liquid forms are less dense than the solid forms. And that is true with rock. So, unrealistic. 0 out of 10. Immersion broken. Destroyed.
The rock is actually just a well-painted pool toy.
Well, then shouldn't it burn?
No, it's because it's got lava-proof paint.
I mean, at most, it would maybe, like, because of the viscosity being very high of the lava, it should take a bit to sink in. Oh my God, the noodles! God, they keep getting more extreme every time. Did you see that one? Holy guacamole!
Oh my God, that was fucking incredible! I'm gonna clip that. That was good. That was good shit.
That'll make it easier for me to use it as the thumbnail.
The clip button isn't there now.
Oh no. Why?
Okay, to make it easier to find the thumbnail when you make the video, I'm gonna spend the next minute going wow. So when you hear that, you know that you need to get the beginning of that to find the thumbnail.
Oh, I got one. Okay, the issue with this is that I usually do this with the sound off.
Okay, so do me a favor, right? Walk up to a wall, look at the wall, and then bounce against it for a solid minute. Like, just do the bounce in front of the wall.
Wait, why does it have to be a minute?
Because then that's long enough for you in the future to notice that this is the part. So yeah, just
No, I
bounce
think I've
against the
already
wall for a
noticed.
minute.
I think this is fine.
You can't tell what future you's doing.
I know what I'm gonna do.
You don't.
Future
No,
you is
don't.
me. I mean, future me is
What?
me.
Elaine, I can't believe you just got hit by the lava that shoots up from the fiery ground.
Yeah, I got hit by it, and that wasn't the
Like
first
I
time
told
either.
you about that like 5,000 times.
That's not the first time I hit it either. Unfortunately. Oh God, those noodles! I don't get tired. I want them to happen. Oh yes, I want them to happen every time. Please noodle it up. This is my favorite part of this game. This is what I'm playing it for at this point.
It's just every single time. Just every single fucking time.
Just every enemy should do that. That makes it so much better.
It's the most satisfying feedback any game has ever had. Oh fuck. I am
noodled him.
losing it right now.
It reminds me of those, like, when people, like, there's that glitch in the Fallout games, where, like, if you hack, or if you cheat to make a character small, when they die, they will become very noodly as they stretch to their original size.
Yeah.
It's just like that. Oh my God. My golly goodness. Oh, I didn't hit the spring! I was trying to get to that spring and instead I'm falling!
You know what they say?
Oh my God,
If you
how
live
did
as
how
a
did that
flame-
happen?
You know what they say,
Oh,
you live as a
wait,
flavor
what the-
packet,
what the-
you
what the-
die as a
what the-
noodle.
His animation didn't happen properly.
It's raining fire.
Wow.
I hope you're enjoying that my commentary is mostly just loud noise while playing this game.
Elena, I swear to God, if you get hit by the lava that shoots up from the fire ground again, I'm gonna scream. You got run over with the platform! You
Yeah.
got run over! Okay, Elena,
And then
Elena,
I
Elena.
tooted.
Lamb! What's up?
Hi, Elfie. Oh.
We're playing the Sonic 06 remake demo. It's pretty wild.
Yeah, we're playing that.
Well, okay, I need to stop using the word remake. This is a
It's raining fire! And I'm
This is like a
artistic, apparently.
reconstruction. Yeah,
What if I
Elena's
just
having
book it over the
time.
edge? I could just go like this. Hey, that kind of
Uh-huh.
worked. Oh, that
Give it a
definitely
go.
worked. That 100% worked. Oh. Well, it did for a minute. It was cool for a minute.
Elena, you need to stop just... Elena, please. I feel like you just kind of reflexively air dash all the time.
I was trying a homing attack to something.
But there was nothing there!
I didn't know that. Everything blends in.
Look with your eyes!
Oh. Oh, that was... Oh!
Elena, you had no rings, why did you...
I thought I had... I don't know.
Look at the... Elena, God,
I might have had rings. I don't know.
there's a counter on screen!
Yeah, do you think I was looking at it?
Obviously not!
Yeah, there you go. Okay,
Elena,
I
what
managed to
if
get
we
onto this.
Elena, what if
Okay,
we
can
were
I maybe
stood
get the
next
spring
to...
this time?
Well,
Yes,
what
I
if
got
we
the
were
spring
stood
this
next
time.
to the site of your... Okay, never mind, you don't want my commentary then.
What?
No, I'm sorry.
I'm just talking about the game, Biz, go on.
It's too late now.
Biz!
You're never gonna hear the amazing thing I was about to
Biz!
say. It was giving me the most valuable thing ever said on stream. It was literally giving me the best quote ever said. And now it won't.
Biz, why?
Okay, you want to hear the amazing quote then?
Yes.
What if we were near the place where you homing attacked into the lava and we kissed?
Oh, okay. Thanks. I hate this section. This is like the worst thing in the whole game so far.
Oh my god. Oh, I know, what if we were in the worst section of the game when we were both gay and we kissed?
Oh, Biz. Oh.
Elena.
Cool, it's raining fire! Cool, it's raining fire.
Hey,
Remember when
Elena.
you said I was getting better?
Let's get going.
Hey, Elena, what if we were near your degrading ability and we were both gay and we kissed?
Ugh. Straining and grunting with all of my might, trying to discover how to play Sonic 06.
Hey, Elena,
Yeah.
what if we were near the view, which is what a view? and
At
we were
least the
both gay
loading
and we
times are
kissed?
better? Yeah.
Oh yeah, way better.
Lava shoots up from that fiery ground.
Hey, Elena,
Lava
what if we
shoots
were
up
near
from
the
that
fiery
fiery
ground?
ground.
What if we were near the fiery ground that lava shoots up from and we were both gay and we kissed?
Oh god, Biz, I can't take this anymore.
Elena,
No more.
what if we were near the wall running segment where you keep where you keep getting pushed off into the lava and we're both gay and we kissed?
What if we were both there and I kicked your butt?
Hey, Elena, what if we were at the site of my butt kicking and I asked you for a snuggle?
Sounds like some sort of like product, like some kind
A
of drink.
snuggle?
Yeah.
Into view.
Probably
I
because
mean,
it sounds like
you-
Snapple.
You go
is
for
a
one
drink.
when you're thirsty, so it makes sense.
You gopher?
Fuck you, get out my house with these American animals.
Gopher.
No!
Gopher.
Hey, Elena, what if we were near the Gopher Burrow and we were both gay and we kissed?
You ever lived in a town called Gopher Town?
No, but I mean, you basically do, right? There's just a certain set of animals which I think of as like American core. Like every time I hear about them, I just imagine some fucking lumberjack.
That's some more
In America, just going.
Hey,
Look at this,
we got a good noodle there.
Have you ever browsed the web on
Oh, that was a
Gopher?
good noodle. The noodles are good
What
tonight.
What are you talking about? Also, look at these ragdolls if you get a chance. These ragdolls are fucking
We got a couple
legendary.
good ones. And then some normal ones. Having a normal one tonight.
Okay, so before my turn.
It was before your crimes. I was gonna say crime, but then I was like, oh, Bis has more than one though, actually.
Elena, what if we were
Really?
stood near the scene of my crimes and we were both gay and we kissed?
Alright, we're back here. Wow, not
Elena,
even a legendary ragdoll for me.
Can I ask one more question?
Cool, it's raining fire! Everybody gets to enjoy a lot of my Sonic impression tonight.
Elena, what if we were back here and we were both gay and we kissed?
Bis, what if you stopped with that joke? Because you've said it. Oh, I guess the level doesn't continue down there.
Oh my god, Elena, can you do me a favor? Oh, hey there! Hello, Shan. Nice new name.
Chan is Chan in the chat now.
I knew
Makes it
Shan
much
was
easy.
Shan.
Makes it easier to know. Boom,
Oh my god,
misformed.
Elfie Faye in chat says, what if we met on alt.games.sonic and we were both gay and we kissed? Hell yeah!
Don't encourage Bis. They've been doing this joke like 50 billion times tonight.
Encourage me, encourage me, encourage me, encourage me. Hey, what if you were encourage me and we were both gay and we kissed Elaine?
What if we just played this game, like, and streamed it and did that? And that was the only time we did that tonight.
What if we if we
And not
streamed
all
and we
these
were gay and we
places.
kissed?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that then.
Oh my god. Can we do that instead of you make the joke a million times?
Arrow says, what if we met in the car the tornado was carrying and we were both gay and we
Oh
kissed?
god.
Hell yeah, I'm fucking starting a trend. We're gonna revive this meme single-handedly.
Oh. You're only gonna use one of your hands to revive it?
Yeah, because I need the other hand to pet you as I kiss you. Because we're both gay and we're in Flamecore and Sonic 06. What if we
What if we made this joke 50 billion times and
Elfie says, what if we joked about dated protocols like Gopher and Usenet and we were both gay and we kissed?
let's head into the volcano!
That'd be some aesthetic, honestly. I feel like people. Oh, speaking of gay, what's up? What's gay? Tell me what's gay. Tell me what's gay. I need to know. Wow, Elfie Faye's just gonna mention your existence.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. 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 Wow.
Yeah, it's me who's going to get mentioned.
Only one hand in the revive juice. The revoose. Oh, you know, what if we were at like the wall running section, which
it looks
actually
like I can
works,
grind on that.
Oh, I haven't.
Sure looks like it.
I haven't had
So
chance
wait,
yet.
how do I accelerate on this again?
You press the dance button.
The dance button? The what?
You press the
Oh,
dance
there we
button.
go. Oh, it's this one.
You press the
That
dance
was
button.
so scary.
Oh yeah, I haven't had chance because I've had like a busy like I think 24 hours. I don't know.
What was that noise?
If you attack the light in the sky,
Oh my god. No! Sonic, get out! God.
If you attack the light in the sky,
Hey, Elena.
it will show you the way.
Yeah?
What if I was really bad at getting around to reading things and we were both gay and we read some stuff together and then kissed?
Oh.
But, oh my god, Elena, it's time for the purple tumors.
Excuse me?
It's time for the purple tumors.
You can't just say that. Whoa, you can't say that on television. What if that was one of the lines in this game?
I'd be amazed. I'd be amazed at that. But then again, I don't know. This game has a lot of weird stuff. Like the Disco Barney tumors.
Whoa, God, those ragdolls, they are beautiful.
Oh, there's an orb that goes between them now to help convey what the fuck you're supposed to be doing.
Wait, that wasn't
That's
there?
nice. Oh, that wasn't there originally, yeah. This was really fucking confusing. Or at least
what
it
happened
was, like,
before?
not noticeable. You're just in a room full of tumors and you've got to know to hit them all.
Oh, I didn't even know I was supposed to hit them all. I thought it was showing me where to go, and I was just hitting them so it would show me. What, now I have to be Knuckles?
The rail is the same color. Can I make a bit of a game theory here, Elena? Can I make a game theory? The rail is the same color as the tumors, ergo it is a vein.
What's with Knuckles' voice in this?
Seeing you just glide into the fire and die.
Glide into the fire.
It'll make us both gay and wants a kiss. Elena, we should read this together.
I'll take care of it.
The Nook.
While jumping, you can glide.
While
I
jumping, you can glide by pressing and holding the A button. Why is
Do you
the
know
voice
a
like
fun
that?
fact? Because the hint voice in this game is Princess Elisa's dead dad.
Is her dad?
Yeah, her dad, who died 50 years ago trying to create God,
That's
so that he could
that's
bring
a
his
story.
wife back to life.
Press the X button once
To do a heat knuckle?
again to do a back block, and a third time to do a stone breaker punch for a combo attack.
A heat
kinda cool
knuckle.
how, like-
No.
So, alright. Elena, you okay?
No.
Elena, I'm kind of worried about you gaming over. Do you want me to give you a tip?
What?
Knuckles can climb.
Well, I know, but I mean, there's just lava. I don't think you can
I'm just
climb
saying-
that.
I'm just saying if you're high up, if you find a way to be high up, then you're in a safer position because you can glide over stuff.
This is all much easier said than done, Bis.
While jumping,
Also, I mean, I'm gonna be honest, I should... Never mind. I won't give you too much information. I'm gonna give you a chance to fail, and then I'll
TMI.
explain things.
You won't give me TMI.
I won't give you TMI.
Oh my god, I can't control this!
I can give you... Actually, Elena,
Why do I always
I
jump
have
on
a
the
question.
rail? Well, how else do you get on it?
No, she's asking why'd you keep jumping off the rail and homing attacking it.
Because he doesn't have any momentum, and when I was doing the dance move thing, he wasn't getting enough momentum to go on it.
Oh, funky.
So I had to homing attack it, so that he would get enough momentum to go. He kept sliding back down when I was doing the thing. See?
I'm very concerned at the minute.
Oh, there we
I've gotta be
go.
honest.
That time it worked.
I'll take care of it. While jumping, you can glide
Funky
by
fresh
pressing
beats.
the A button.
Let me have a listen to this. I'm with Elfie. It might be good to stop and look
Oh,
around.
I
before
can't
you
get up
just
there.
Run into danger, you know.
Well,
Elena, you are... Elena, turn the fuck around!
what?
Oh my god. I just showed you that.
It's time again. We've
Elaine,
we've been playing this one level for 45 minutes today.
Elaine, okay. So, you remember how Knuckles was in Sonic Adventure 2, right?
No.
Do you remember how he was in Sonic Adventure 1, right?
No. Because I played each of those games once, and I played them like 2 years ago. I don't remember anything.
Do you remember the premise of Knuckles in those games?
No. He flies, right?
Well, it's gliding isn't really flying. Okay,
well, you know what I mean.
Okay, Elena, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Knuckles' stages were always less linear, right? Like they were open areas. Because he has abilities which are naturally lend themselves to open stuff, right? So instead of running forward and not moving the camera, like you're playing a linear Sonic stage, it might be a good idea.
How was I supposed to know that? The game has not been that.
Because the only thing in front of you is a wall of lava you can't jump over.
Well, there was stuff up there.
Oh my god!
It looked like that was where I was supposed to go.
Elfie Face says, "Biss, do you remember these games you played?" Elena, no. Thoughts head empty.
Oh. I mean, I remember not remembering how to play Sonic Adventure 2 when it had only been like a year between, or not even a year, like months between playing it when I streamed it from when I originally had played it. So now that it's been like 2 years, of course I don't remember.
Here's my thing, right? Okay, Elena. Could you say that the game is expecting you to do a change of gears? Yes, right? Counterpoint though, right? Doing what you were doing got you killed literally every single time in basically almost the same place.
I thought I was just doing the jump wrong. And I just needed to do it. I needed to get better, forehead.
Okay.
You know.
Oh god. I would love to be playing this game again. My PC can't run this though.
That's why we gotta get you a new computer, Biss. I keep telling you.
You keep saying we. Are you paying for it?
Yeah, I'll help.
Okay, never mind. I guess it is we then.
Yeah.
I was about to say, don't you fucking say we unless you're gonna contribute. But I guess you just are.
Yeah, that's the idea. I figured that you probably wouldn't mind some help with that.
Okay, that's a very nice thing for you to do, honey. Hey, honey, what if you were assisting me and we were both gay?
Whoa, that's not a nice welcome. Wait, he didn't say that before.
No.
What about the line about everybody coming to say hi?
That's the first time he finds all the dogs. This is the second time he finds all the dogs.
And then realizes that they're actually frogs. And frogs are not a nice welcome. I forget that this game. I forget that most of the time. I forget that this game even has camera controls.
Elaine, you just dissed frogs. Chat is gonna kill you, or at least somebody in chat's gonna kill you.
No, I'm talking from Sonic's perspective. I like frogs.
Oh, I'm sorry. I wasn't aware you were getting in character.
Well, not in character. I'm just like I'm speaking about his character.
Why does Sonic not like frogs?
Because of what Big the Cat did to him 3 years ago on this exact date.
Oh my god, even Arrow won't defend frogs. Even Arrow won't defend frogs. I knew frogs were shit. Yeah, I agree. Big the Cat would never do anything bad to anybody.
It happened off camera.
No.
Didn't happen in game.
No.
It's only implied through the fact that he doesn't like frogs at this point.
Elena, I am literally crying and pissing right now. Big the Cat would never do this.
What did you just call me, Alfie?
Big the Cat is pure of heart, dumb of ass.
Oh no.
Elena.
My butt is smart, I'll have you know.
Does that make me the froggy of this group? Elena, what if we were near a lake and you had to fish for me and we were both gay, and at the end of the level I run away and we do this for like 5 different stages? If my butt was playing the game,
it would go much better.
If your butt was playing the game?
Yeah.
Do you mean Sonic 06 or the game where you fish for me?
No, this game.
Okay.
No, get up there, Sonic. Get up there.
You're... You're right, Elena. You're a smartass, says Elfie. You asking for that,
I've been
Elena.
owned.
You've been owned. Now go put your owned hat on and sit in the owned corner.
I'll go sit in your owned corner.
Ooh woo.
Okay.
What if it was sat in my owned corner?
You said that exactly like Arrow.
Yeah, we kissed. Yeah,
You were
I think
channeling Arrow.
Arrow is a... Yeah, Arrow's chaos. Arrow is definitively chaos. Cassie is Tails.
Sonic, can you give me the endless hot dog?
Okay, you know, I changed my mind. I'm not a Sonic fan anymore.
Sonic,
You've ruined it.
look at this
You've
big pizza I found. Tails comes in and is dragging the big pizza across the ground.
You've completely ruined it, Elena. I will never enjoy this ever again.
Sonic, do you want some of my big pizza?
So you're back in the tumor section, so you'll be back to Knuckles soon.
Yeah.
I thought Knuckles did the tumors as well, but actually he has, like, just balls? They're not even tumors.
I don't know
Endless
what
hot
the
dog.
distinction is.
Endless hot dog sounds like an innuendo. Does it? Fucking does it sound like an innuendo? I don't know. I think famously penises end. I think that's like a thing. Okay, Elena, try navigating 3D space.
I did it this time. I got up there.
No. So, oh, I see. You didn't do anything different. You didn't learn from your mistakes. You just used physics to, like, use the new physics system to sequence break. Great.
To sequence scrake.
Great. Fucking great. I can't believe you've managed to find a way out of learning anything.
No, Cassie always explains that the endless hot dog has a start. It just never ends.
Wait, but which end of the... Okay, so if that's an innuendo, right? Which end of the penis is infinite? Does it go inside the body of the host infinitely? And wind around their organs forever?
I cheated
Or
not
is
only the game, but myself. Oh, so one end is less.
Hello, and welcome
Whoa,
to
there was like a
Flame
stock
Call.
like punch sound effect when I hit that enemy. Just like
Yeah, that's because that's the sound of you punching an enemy. I love how like this
But
is
it's made
not
out of
punching
rock.
sound.
It wouldn't sound just like
Elena, tell us the developers of Sonic 06.
Also, I heard on Vinesauce, was talking about, because he watched, I think, like a thing about Foley, and apparently to get that famous punching sound effect, it was a big salami, like being like hit over the back of a chair.
That's incredible.
Like they're holding the salami and just going and just whacking it over the back of a chair, and that's how we got the punch sound effect.
I'm really glad that I don't recognize the stock sound effects in Sonic. I recognize them in fucking Star Fox Adventures, though. Star Fox Adventures is the worst because have you ever played that one, Elena?
No, I've played Star Fox. I've played Star Fox 2, and I've played Star Fox 64.
Okay, so Star Fox Adventures, it's like a Zelda-like, right? And you have a staff. And the staff can shoot fire. It's like the first staff ability you get, right?
Uh-huh.
And you know that one fire effect that's like, you know?
Do I have to do these really fast or something?
You know one fire effect that's in everything?
Uh-huh.
It's that. It's the worst thing ever. What is Tam Music Factory? I'm gonna be honest, after Homestuck, hearing things being described as factories just makes them funny to me. Because I always think of Fruity Rumpus Asshole Factory.
I don't know what I did, but now it's done.
You punched all the, like...
I know, but I did that before and the door didn't open.
You have to do them all in time. Or, like, you have to do them all quickly.
That's what I said. Do I have to do them fast or something? So I just went and did them again, and then it worked.
Maybe they're the ghosts of the tuners.
The toasts.
Oh, it's... Oh, I might check it out then. I need free effects. And I mean, if it's good enough for Sega, it's good enough for me. Oh, really, Shan? That's kind of fucking wild. Like, which of their works?
Where am I?
You're in the computer.
Yeah, I'm in a computer. I'm a computer.
You're a computer.
Hi everybody, I'm a computer.
I mean, what if you were a computer and I sat on the keyboard and then kissed you? Stop!
Oh, there we go. Finally.
I don't know if that's what people
are...
I don't know if that's what people are always referencing, but whenever I hear stop all the downloading, I think of that one video of like...
Oh wow, I got an A.
G.I. Joe? Is it like G.I. Joe that's been dubbed over?
G.I. Joe!
I think Squib showed me that years ago, and then you showed me it again later. Or somebody did? I think a load of people have shown me that clip independently.
Have you ever watched G.I. Joe Bingus?
Nope, and I ain't gonna.
Oh.
Well, I got the reference. Okay,
now it's time for Radical Train.
Oh my god, it's the best stage in the game. It's Radical Train.
Radical!
Sometimes you just have to take a moment back and go, yeah, it's called Radical Train.
So it took us about 55 minutes to get through Flame Core.
Leftist train zone.
There's the train. There's the train.
Elena, what if me and you and our entire polycules were on leftist train zone and we snuggled and were gay, and then we kissed? I think my favorite like nonsense thing to do with that is just to say that I am already snogging somebody and then ask what if we kissed. Like...
What if we farted?
Elena, what if you made the sound of a zipper farting?
Zipper farting? Hope I've died.
Wait. Crystal? Crystal? What crystal? Where's the crystal?
I'd better hurry up and cross this scale!
Oh, Elena, wait! No, Elena, you need... Where the fuck is the purple gem? Okay, Elena, do me a favor, right?
What?
Arrow, have we already passed... Okay. Wait, have we already passed it? Fuck.
Did we already pasta?
Okay, Elena, next time you die, which is an inevitability, right? Do me a favor. You're gonna respawn. You're gonna... Okay, pause when you respawn. Pause.
Okay.
Okay. So at the end of this loop, okay, you didn't pause.
Well, my elbow is bleeding.
Okay, there you go. So, okay, at the end of this loop, right, okay,
yeah.
If it's the right place, there should be a thing where in front of you is a spring, right? And to the right are some boxes. Under those boxes, there should be another spring. What?
I'm a box.
Okay, sweetie. I'm proud of you.
Hold on, I've just realized my elbow is, like, bleeding. So I have to deal with this. I shouldn't stream with a bleeding elbow.
This paused frame really is just some 2006 texture work, isn't it?
Well, when do you think the game is from?
Oh my god, the mountain looks like fucking moldy porridge. Like the art style...
Golden Spurtle.
Like it's the output of Golden Spurtle.
After like 300 years of Golden Spurtle's existence in this area.
I swear to God, everything just looked like porridge in this generation.
Just trying to stop my elbow from bleeding. See, the issue with it being on my elbow is that my elbow points downwards, and you know which direction gravity goes. So,
so all your organs are going to come out your elbow if you're not careful.
No. I just mean it's hard to get it to stop bleeding because it's naturally just gonna want to go down.
Can I ask you a quick question, Elena?
Yeah.
What if we were at your elbow and we were both gay and we kissed?
You wouldn't want to be there right now. Kind of nasty.
You can't be bleeding that much. Oh yeah, Gmod party would be wild.
No, it's not that much, but I still would like. I gotta get it stopped.
Elena, can we all do a Gmod party?
Yeah, selfie.
Oh.
I'll be ready in just a second.
Succulent water. I have white grape and blackberry flavor. Sparkling.
You want me to read it with Bis?
Read
Bruises
it
are preferable.
Read it to me.
Sometimes bruises hurt more though.
Bruises are, I don't know, bruises feel, I don't know, sometimes, I don't know, I would rather be in pain and not be making a mess. Oh, Elena, you weren't in the right section anyway, doesn't matter.
Oh.
I think Arrow was just, wait. No, I think she isn't there yet, Arrow. Let's just let it keep going. Worst case scenario, she has to come back for it. Elena, don't start over! No! So Elena, okay, so here's the thing, right, okay. There'll be a segment.
Elena, I need you said we weren't there yet.
Elena, I need you to open your brain, okay?
Open my brain eye.
I need you to accept this, okay? So, at some point, you are going to hit a switch to let a train through, and a door will open, right?
I don't know.
Okay? And then shortly after that, you know what's going to happen?
What?
You're gonna run through a segment, and then you will find yourself with there'll be a pillar in front of you, like a brick pillar, and a spring, and the spring is where you're supposed to go. But on the left are some crates. Under the crates is a spring that takes you.
What the heck happened there? The camera killed me. Couldn't see what the heck was happening.
It is kind of legendary, Elfie, isn't it?
Get the ring, Sonic. God, there.
I'd better hurry up and cross the scale.
Sometimes it's worth remembering that 06
Sonic.
was kind of just shit. Sometimes.
Sonic.
Elena.
Sonic.
Okay, that was your fault. You just walked off the edge. Well, I mean, okay. Okay, so the thing is with 06. Okay, I'm gonna let Elena just finish her bullshit before I talk.
Sorry, it's just me being spumbust.
It's alright, you're valid.
If I get on
I'm
this
just saying,
box, we'll be okay.
So I'm saying there's like I feel like 06 is a complicated situation, right? Because like I feel like the initial reaction to it was kind of unproductive.
These conveyor belts, by the way, sound like the back rooms.
Like the entire franchise after the fact has been one giant attempt to not be 06 anymore, in a way that was self-destructive. And a lot of the criticisms of 06 were like focusing on very shallow elements rather than what was fundamentally wrong with it. And then also a load of good games before 06 are retroactively bad now because they're like 06 and all that. So, you know, it's like, I feel like sometimes it's good to remind yourself of the material reality of 06, you know? Rather than
is this where the thing is? There's some boxes here.
Okay, no, okay, go through the door, and then go through the door, and there's some boxes.
Oh, this area?
Is there like a brick pillar thing? Yeah, there's the boxes to the left of the spring. I mean right.
Here's another spring. Oh, here's the PEM. Obtain purple gem. Hold RT to go small. What? Mini Sonic? I didn't know there was a Mini Sonic. A Monic.
Okay, so this has been nerfed
now I can double
slightly
jump
from the original game. Do you wanna know what this gem did in the original game?
He makes himself extra dense so that he can jump higher. I don't understand. It's like he's like crunching himself down, like increasing his density.
Okay, fun fact.
Which somehow allows him to jump more.
Okay, so you all know what's amazing about the original version of this game, right?
What?
Number one, these powers weren't timed. Because of a bug, your gauge would never go down. That's number one, right? Number two, yeah. Number two, you could infinitely jump with that power.
Why does he keep getting smaller each time? He wasn't this small the first time. Now he's like an ant.
Why is he getting that small? Is
He's
this a
getting
bug?
even smaller! No,
Oh
he's
my
even
God!
more of an ant!
Oh my God. This is fucking incredible! I think this is a glitch. This can't be intended. Holy shit!
Oh my God, look at him now! The rings are massive!
Oh my God! Elena,
He's
I
turning
think...
into Ant-Man!
Could you grind this? Could you just get
This is-
Sonic to be like one unit across?
Is this like the glitch that was in Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, where if you bounced on the characters over and over, they would either get bigger or smaller?
Elfie says, "Fix one bug, create another."
Wait, what happened?
Oh my. Oh yeah. Sorry, you're supposed to babysit the train. I forgot.
Oh wait.
But you got the power up now, so who cares?
No, it took it away. I gotta do it again, I guess.
Oh. Are you sure?
Yeah. Oh, poop. I pressed the button. Like, he didn't have the purple thing on his foot anymore. And also, I pressed the button and nothing happened.
You can cycle through feet gems. So
You
might
what?
stop in that? You can cycle through feet gems, I think.
Oh, well, you could have told me that before I jumped off the edge.
You didn't. I mean, you didn't wait, did you? You were desperate to get into that bottomless pit.
And I also didn't realize I didn't have any lives left.
Hey, later, what if we were in a bottomless pit and we were having a good time? We were enjoying being in the bottomless pit, and then we kissed.
We were enjoying being a bottomless pit.
Being a bottomless pit?
Yeah.
I can be kind of a bottomless pit.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
The mystery is what makes it terrifying.
Change direction?
Oh my god. I got a video on my recommendeds recently, right? And you know edgy parodies that are garbage?
No.
Oh, sorry. Okay, so you've never seen any of those in your life. Anyway.
No.
This was like the epitome of an edgy internet animation parody. Like, just absolutely textbook. Like, it was almost a distillation of the entire genre. It was just Jimmy. It was just Jimmy Neutron, except he's rude to Carl for no reason, and then his
I
brain.
like Jimmy Neutron,
bulges.
but the pizza is aggressive.
Okay, but then like his brain was bulging, and he gives like an exposition, like, "Wow, in this reimagining, my brain is deformed because it's too big." Whoa! And then I stopped watching. But it was wild how that video, which I might send to you later, was just like, it was literally the entire edgy animation parody genre just like summed up. Like, the jokes were so clear. It was like he could have just looked at the camera and explained like the methodology behind the writing, and it would be less subtle than this.
Okay, see, so this is how big he is now. It's pretty small, but he's not like an ant. He was still like bigger than the rings. Or about the same size as the rings.
Elfie Faye is losing her mind. Why do you keep walking around the hint?
What hint?
Elena, the train! The train, Elena! Keep moving!
The train?
The train! The train!
The screen.
This level's all on a soft timer, I've told you. You gotta keep moving because you gotta hit the gates to
told.
make sure the train
Nobody told me
doesn't
anything.
get destroyed. The game, I'm pretty sure Sonic said something like, "I better keep up with that train."
Okay, there we go, now I have the purple gem. The PEM.
Also, Elfie Faye's pointing out that I literally told you about it like 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, but see, I was busy talking about... we were talking about Jimmy Neutron's bulging brain.
Oh, so you can only think of two things at once, and Jimmy Neutron bulging brain is two of them.
What? I better hurry! I don't know where I'm supposed to go, though.
Go on top of the train instead of being on the rails.
I mean, it's a linear game.
I'm a linear game.
I'm gonna play you then.
Okay, we're going. This is. What?
Oh, you can't go in the tunnel. The tunnel's just for show.
Well, what?
The timing! The timing of it! Oh my god.
I'm so utterly confused.
On my screen,
I gotta keep shrinking to
grind smallness.
to see if he gets smaller. Yeah, yeah, he does
Hey,
seem to be
Elena.
getting smaller again. He's already
Hey,
dwarfed
Elena.
by the rings this time.
Hey, Elena, can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
I'll be a bit faster if I go on top of the train.
Never mind. Never mind.
Those enemies
You see, there's the springs up there. Yeah, you got it now. You got it now.
feed them first.
Was just in time. Radical train.
Oh, Elena, you're on the fun part now.
Uh-oh. Can I shrinky dink some more?
Elise's train is.
Shan in chat is like, smaller!
Sonic won't shrink.
Whoa!
He's
What
in
the
a
heck was
section
that?
where he can't.
What the heck was that?
Elise's train is. Uh-oh, gotta speed up.
Sonic, why did you do that?
This is the fun section.
God, it's getting-
Elena. I hope you're ready.
It's like so fast that the camera is like it feels like the camera is like dying, like it's like being torn apart by the velocity.
Okay, Elena, can I give you some advice, right?
What?
Now, Arrow didn't listen to this because Arrow's a fucking stubborn fucking. Okay, so whatever you do, do not light speed dash. Do
I
not.
don't even know what that is.
See, floating point in precision time.
Oh my god. The camera is dying.
And I should have said, if you
At some
do a
point the
light speed
camera
dash,
is going
you
to
will
like
die.
fall completely apart.
Uh-oh, gotta speed up.
You know what the amazing thing about these sections is?
Yeah.
I think these are improved a lot from the original game.
Elise's train is. Uh-oh,
You
gotta
okay,
speed
honey?
up.
Hey, honey. Try taking it slow. Slow down.
Excuse me?
Just, okay, don't hold forward. Just let yourself go at like as slow a pace as the game will let you. Okay, look around your surroundings. You know, dodge things with your
It's
feet.
too fast. Oh my god. Oh my god. Whoa. Oh. What?
Is Elise
What?
on board?
What? Okay, I guess that's fine.
Oh, you're past the worst of it now. All you gotta do is just catch that train, but without touching the fire.
What if I catch the Bis instead? Well, I'm invincible, so I can touch the fire.
Wait, what sort of catch is this? Like, what's the mood of the moment? Are you using a butterfly net? Are you using your bare hands? Are you using gloves?
I'm using my bare hands. B-E-A-R.
Okay, that's it. That's it. You've ruined it. I'm gonna kill you. There's no romantic potential in this. You're going off the bridge.
Just made it.
Just made it. It sounded like you said cuss instead of just.
Gus made it.
Let's get going.
I'm Sonic. I like to cuss. And then he's just
You know
says
what's
like, darn.
What's interesting is I came from a family which swore a bit, right? Like
Yeah.
a little bit, but also is like there's a load of words which are just not on the same level over here as they are in America. So to me, it's like darn was just a word Sonic said. Like I don't know why anybody would say that.
Oh, it's
I
time
was
for
like,
legs
why did-
again. Can I still shrink?
Last time,
Or does it not carry over because it's the trial thing?
oh, I
I
think
can
you
only
unlock it
shrinky-dink
for
on
every
that
level. No, you can do it on other levels. It's just that Princess Elise is a burden,
Gosh dang
and
it.
you cannot shrink with her.
I can't make Princess Elise become more dense.
I'm gonna be
I
honest though.
cannot
I
increase
think
her
it would be,
density.
I think it'd be fucking great though if Princess Elise was just the same size, but Sonic's like carrying her overhead. I think that'd be
Instant
incredibly
game over.
funny. Yeah, that just really went away, didn't it? It went a way it could have gone.
Boy, I'm making all sorts of noises on today's stream.
Whoa! Holy shit, Alfie! Whoa!
Whoa!
Whoa! Holy shit!
Please me? I beg your jargon?
Wow, I love dunking on Elena. That's fucking... I could never go that extreme.
Amazing. Yeah, I'm pretty good at the puzzles in Origami King.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's all just like a joke. At the end of the day, like, intelligence is contextual. Like, you're incredibly bad at this game, but you're good at Origami King. And you're way better at game dev than me.
No, you're doing really cool stuff.
Yeah, also
you're gonna be the star of Pizza Time. You're gonna release something here pretty soon.
Okay, yeah, okay, I'm gonna be... Okay, so Elfie, right? This game is 90% jank. The thing that amazes me, though, is that, like, some of Elena's mistakes are just, like, not even to do with that.
Like that one?
Yeah, like the... Okay, no, you know what? I'm gonna be honest, I feel like that's out now. Like, it's complicated, right? Because, like... do I think it's reasonable to expect the player to aim towards a spring? Yes. But, like, the fact of the matter is that if this was something like SRB2, people, on average, would do it better, you know?
Oh.
I'm just saying, SRB2 has given me such a perspective on, like... Because, like, okay, so it handles
SRB2.
3D Sonic in a very... It handles 3D Sonic in such a fundamentally different way than, like, the adventure games. And this is fundamentally a bad adventure game, right?
This is a bad adventure.
I like Sonic Adventure 1 too. Sonic 06 is kind of 3, even if I don't like it. It's just been interesting to me that, like, these games can offer people very little challenge, right? And then people mess it up anyway. And I think it's a combination of things.
There you go.
Oh, that'd be fucking cool, Alfie. I'd like that.
But yeah, Bis, I think your mode in Pizza Time Explosion is gonna be like the star of the game. I think it outdoes the whole rest of the game. Everything I made.
Oh, what do you mean? Do you mean for the update?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a relief, because that's bullshit for a start. But if you meant the entire game, I would send you to counseling. You need some self-esteem.
No, I mean, I think it outdoes the entire rest of the game.
Elfie, can I be real here? I love how okay, I'll stop is basically the same as haha, just kidding. It's like, it's the more formal version of haha,
What the
just
heck
kidding.
what the heck was that death?
Oh, fuck. But yeah, I'd be
Am I
up
supposed
for
to jump backwards? No.
I do well.
What am I supposed to do here?
Oh, you wait until it glow.
Yeah.
And then you press the button.
Yeah.
What was I about to say? Fuck, there's something in
At
my
least
head.
said something?
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, that sounds like a really good idea, Elfie. I'm pretty sure you pull your...
It glowed! It glowed!
Okay. No, I mean, as you're going up and it's glowing.
Yeah,
but yeah,
what do you think I was trying to do?
I don't... Elena, it's not good, okay? But I don't know what to say, just try pressing a bit sooner. But I was gonna say, I think you'd pull your... I think, Elfie, though, you'd pull your hair out if you saw my code.
Oh.
Like Elena...
If you saw Biss's variable names.
Oh, my variable fucking names. I am like the queen of hack solutions and utter fucking chaos garbage.
We're getting out of the cave.
Oh my fucking god, Elena.
But yeah,
Oh
Biz,
my
I think
God.
photo mode is just better than the entire rest of Pizza Time Explosion.
Wait, what? No! Fuck you.
It's so cool.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Oh my God, Elena. I'm just okay. So I'm just thinking about when I was I think like I was talking to Elena about dev stuff as I was doing it last night. So photo mode is its own game maker project, right? And like the thing is that we can't, when we fuse the two projects, we can't have any conflicting asset names. So I've been doing something I don't usually do. I've been like doing like
Oh my God.
I've adopted like a naming convention where I do PM underscore for photo mode, right?
Oh.
And then last night I just got really lazy and was just like, I'll just call this sprite cock.
Wait, what did I do?
There's no way that'll be in pizza time. There's no way there'll be a conflict that way.
Accidentally, I pressed the button too many times and now we're on level 1.
I tend to get quite lazy when it comes to typing things out, because like I have like a huge graphics tablet between me and my keyboard, and I need to lean over it to type like asset names.
Well, move the
fucking
keyboard
lazy.
closer.
I can't because the tablet is between me and that.
Put the keyboard between you and the tablet.
Wait, Kazuna? Wait, why? Wait, Kazuna AI? I don't get joke. I am not receiving joke. Joke has been lost in transit.
Let's run straight up.
In vivo. I'm like leaning back now.
Sonic, it looks like you can grab that
In real life?
Yeah,
and the vibe is growing. You made
Nice. I admire your lifestyle.
because I'm so tired of this. Taking a more relaxed posture. And also, I can't really see the screen when it gets kind of dark because I'm at a terrible angle, so I have to sit up.
Let's run straight up.
I was like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Hey Elena, what if you were leaning back and then I sat on your tummy because you were leaning back, and then we were gay and we had a fun, and it was a restful day, and it was a restful day, and it was raining outside, and there was a really cozy energy indoors.
This stream is really something.
It really is.
The camera killed me again! Why'd the camera whip like that? And now I'm going off the edge. I couldn't change course fast enough. What the?
Straight up.
We're having a stroll straight up more than running, Sonic.
Oh, let me have a look at this lane.
Ooh. We're strolling up. Well, well.
Oh, of course. How the fuck did I forget this legendary clip?
Straight up.
I fucking love that clip. Fuck you. Fuck you, fuck you. Fuck you.
Yeah, I used to quote that all the time, but
Oh my god, my friend Squibs, my friend Squibs was a big Kazuna fan. So they had like a load of emotes
it's so
they
hard.
would use with...
I get because Ash has a friend who goes by Squimps, and so I get them very confused.
That's understandable, I mean, it's almost the same name. But Squibs used the Kazuna face as like an emote a lot. I made like an alternate version of the emote, which is the exact same, except after a minute it blinks once, after 2 minutes it blinks again, and the third time its mouth opens up into a third eye, like it's fucking Magalo's soul, and it stares at you.
Amazing, this.
Yeah, it was pretty
think I
great.
remember
It was
this.
legendary.
Because you
It
made
was
me sit there and
legendary.
watch it.
You say I did. I glued your ass to the seat and forced you to watch.
This is so hard. You don't even know.
Oh, and what if I was a VTuber?
I kind of want to be one.
Okay, do it then.
I want to make a little thing I want to figure out how you make those because I want one of me.
Well, Okay, let's both do it then. Let's both become VTubers. Hey, can I just mention something super duper quick, by the way?
Yeah.
Isn't it wild? I'm gonna be honest, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my god, it's time for a lane.
Well, a lot of the ones that I've seen aren't 3D models. They're like 2D.
They're paper. They're paper.
Yeah, they like, and they sort of like, they're like billboarded, I think, and they sort of like go different parts, like, they parallax them.
Paper Laney! You gotta hit the bud, not the vine, I think. Don't jump, Arrow says.
But I gotta jump to get on the thing.
No, but
it's too high, I gotta jump.
Have you got on the thing any of the several times you've tried?
Well, I figure I'm just missing it.
Elena, you need to go lower. You gotta go on the bud rather than the vine.
I didn't. Oh, look what happened when I didn't jump. Look what happened when I didn't jump. Look what happened when I didn't jump. You're pulling a prank on me. You're pranking me.
Try half jumping. Oh,
I've been pranked.
The title of the Project 06 demo with the little furry beast thing.
Yeah, that's you.
That's a cute title. Hey, Elena, try half jumping.
A jump is a jump. You can't say it's only a half.
Let's run straight up.
This is just categorically wrong, and you know it.
I'm just memeing. Okay, you've been memeing all stream.
I
can meme bits.
You can meme if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because if they don't meme, then they ain't no friends of mine. I'm a piece of shit, and I judge people because they don't take part in internet jokes.
I know about shaders a little bit because I've used a couple of them in Pizza Time.
I wish I
one of them I had to
shaders.
reprogram slightly to get it to work how I wanted, because it was supposed to be a dissolve shader thing where you use like your own like map of like what pattern it's going to dissolve in, but it also then could work with like colors, like it could dissolve with like colors around the edges, and I didn't want that. I just wanted it to just dissolve to transparency. And it turned out, or because there was a demo like image that showed that happening, but then when I actually used it, it turned out it only had color. So I had to like work with a programming language that I have like absolutely no experience with, and just read it and try and figure out what was governing the color and just delete that. And after a bit of fiddling around, I managed to figure out what part was adding the color, and then I just deleted it from the programming.
You want to make
I have it just dissolving without color.
Do you want to make shaders? Do you want to make shading hard for me?
What?
There's only one thing I want to do, and that
God.
all I want is a 3D fisheye camera. That's all I want, and that's too hard to be, and that's too hard to justify learning the entire thing. It's too advanced.
Oh, I used a shader in Super Climb Up as well for the ghosts to make their tails wiggle. Oh, and that one again, I had to reprogram it because it was for doing like a wave effect, but it was the way it was set up, it would do it from the bottom, and I needed it to work from the top of the sprite and then wiggle it down. Or wait, no. Well, I reprogrammed it slightly to change like the amount of wiggle it had, but I couldn't figure out how to flip it over. So what I did was I just have it do the sprite. I have it like do the shader on the sprite upside down, and then like the way that it's programmed to, so like from the bottom to the top, and then I flip the sprite over after the shader has run on it.
Incredible.
Because that was easier for me to manage to do.
Can I just quickly vent about?
It's so easy to get ahead of myself with pressing the button.
Can I just vent about a pet peeve of mine?
What?
Whenever you go looking on the internet for any news about anybody creating a 3D fisheye shader for Game Maker, and you find forum posts where people are like, "Does this exist?" and somebody replies, "Just turn the FOV up." That's not what a fisheye lens is! You can't just turn the FOV up and make a fisheye lens. That's nonsense. People are talking garbage.
Oops, I forgot to jump. Now I'm like too, like, No, I'm not trigger happy enough with the jump button. This game is some barnacles.
I think it's worth noting that I was asleep before Elena called me.
You said you definitely weren't asleep when I called you.
Yeah, that was sarcasm,
When you answered.
Elena. That was sarcasm! Yeah, I'm sleepy.
Let's get going.
I made Elena promise that if I fall asleep on stream, she'll hang up. If she doesn't obey that, then I'll stop watching her. She's bad.
Oh my god, why is that one gets me? Oh! I'm like throwing my controller around, like juggling my controller.
Wow. Just wow, Elena. I feel like there's an extra special clownery to playing Sonic 06 for the stream and then just juggling your controller in rage, in impotent clown rage.
Excuse me.
Oh, thank you, Arrow.
Clage?
Is pet. Clage. Clage is the colonic Amateur Games Expo.
What?
No, there needs to be an L. Fuck. I mean, there's an L in Colonics. That works.
Oh, fuck,
There
I made
we
it through
go.
there.
I did it. I aced it. Yo, because of Sage.
Whoa, what the?
Sonic Amateur Games Expo.
What the? What in the world? What? Oh, okay. That was a scene.
That really was just a scene, wasn't it? They just depicted that in front of our eyes.
Whoa, what am I? Whoa. Did he say let's rip?
If you make a fart joke, I'm leaving you.
That was a scream. She was like,
Do you
It's
know
like
what?
a
Okay,
noise.
you want? Do you know? Okay, this is like a weird piece of trivia. You know who plays Princess Elise?
you?
Are you alright?
Same person who plays Meg on Family Guy, actually.
I've never seen Family Guy, so I don't know who that is.
Well, I envy you then.
Well,
Family
that
Guy's
was
like
not what I
a
expected.
Family Guy's
Oh
a
yeah, I
weird
forgot.
series.
I have this move. The one that I thought you had to press all the buttons for.
On the water.
Family Guy is like a weird series because a load of people talk about
Oh,
when
what?
it became bad, and like, I think that all of it was bad. Like, the series that people say were good were just kind of mediocre Simpsons, and now it's like giga garbage. Like, there's no era of that show which was ever decent. Arrow, you're
That's
right.
a big turtle. That's a Bertle.
It's a bird.
It's a golden Bertle.
I think, okay, there's a YouTuber called Quinton Reviews, who I follow on Twitter. I think he was posting about an episode of Family Guy, the plotline of which is so depressing, I'm not gonna tell you
there we
what
go.
it is here. But, like, I remember he was just, like, posting screenshots of, like, plot lines from the show, and he was like, Family Guy is kind of like a toxic relationship. Eventually, you just, like, tell somebody what happens in it, and they look at you mortified. But you've just become accustomed to this. You're used to this from this show.
Oh no.
Like, occasionally, you eventually need the wake up call that what is happening is on its own level of terrible. I really did a poor job explaining that, but I'm gonna be honest, I don't even care. I'll explain things poorly if I want. It's my
I'll
right.
explain them poorly if I want to.
Also, it's like even if I
Kingdom
explain
Valley.
things well, it's like probably this isn't the best place to explain anything. It's a stream.
I'm a
There's a lot of
stream.
stuff. I'm sleepy, Elena.
I could explain about a fact that I found last night that I thought was interesting, that hippos are amphibious whales.
Wait, what?
Yeah, remember? We were talking about that last night.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Hippos are just whales that didn't get fully committed to living in the water.
Thank you, Elfie.
A little matchbox.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like I'd want to be like sleeping next to a fire alarm if I'm in a matchbox. I mean, I know that like the matches aren't here, but the side is still good for sparking.
No, we removed that.
I'm probably being okay, that's good. Thank you for that, Elena. I'm soupy. Oh, we're on Kingdom Valley. This level is
King Alley.
the most this is the most iconic stage of 06, maybe second most iconic. It's between this and Crisis City, you know?
Critty.
Every time I say you know, I just feel like Phone Guy from FNAF now. Oh, Elena, it's the benefits are not large, but in this version of 06 you can roll down hills if you want.
I'll roll down your hill.
Elena, we're in the middle of the stream. Can you please not flirt?
What the? What is going on?
Elfie is pointing out that you are just continuing to run around the hints.
What hint?
The hint right there!
Wint.
Elena, there's a hint right there. Clear as day.
There's a bird. Why would you touch that bird's dirty, stinky feet, Sonic?
Don't be mean to the bird. Don't be mean to the bird.
It's a bird. It has dirty, stinky feet.
Arrow,
they've been in the dirt.
Arrow, Elena's insulting non-mammalian life. Kill her. Oh God. I need to allow this with auto mod. Fuck you.
I mean, I like the bird, but I wouldn't touch its dirty, stinky feet.
You are sickening.
What? I'm just... You're gonna tell me it doesn't have dirty feet that have been in the dirt?
Elena, did you pet your rabbit?
Yeah.
I mean, that's an animal.
He lives indoors.
Remember, the bird lives indoors. You don't fucking know.
It's outdoors
Fuck you,
right now.
You.
It's been outdoors. It's had time to get its feet dirty and stinky.
Elena. They don't even walk around. They just stand on like branches of
stinky,
trees.
dirty branches. Everything outside is stinky and dirty.
You are talking so much shit.
This level is so hard.
Elena is a bird racist.
No.
A bassist.
No.
Oh, Arrow can't be your friend anymore. Sorry, Elena.
I just know what's outside, and it's dirt and stink.
Elena, what does a tree branch stink of, honey?
The poop. There's little frogs that live up there, and they poop on the branches.
Elena, this is in fucking Venice.
Yeah, there's the pooping frogs and
There are not fucking pooping tree frogs in Venice.
Okay, what about all the little bugs on the branches? They all have to take a poop somewhere, and they take it on the branches.
Elena, you have insects on your face, you fucking human. Elena, you're covered in fucking insects right now.
Oh,
you're
okay.
stinky and dirty.
All the little bugs in your house have to poop too.
But
inside we keep things clean.
I love Arrow's
Nobody's up
statement.
there vacuuming the tree branches.
Elena thinks all
Scrubbing
of
the
the
tree
outside.
branches.
Elena thinks all of the outside is poop. Like, you just walk outside. I love the idea you just walk outside and everything is just molded, colored feces. That's all it is.
Oh no!
Elfie says, you know who doesn't poop? Moths.
It's a conspiracy. All of outside was replaced with poop in the 1960s.
To be fair though, moths do emit dust. So if you have a dust problem...
Oh my god. He keeps being like 1 inch away from that spring. I love coming up with nonsense on stream.
Okay, Ellen, I think to be
It's
fair,
funny.
what you actually mean to say is, You keep being 1 inch away from that spring.
Yeah, but I have no control over this. Sonic just goes
Nah,
there on his own.
I'm pretty sure you have control back by that point. Elena, can you... Elfie Face says, can Elena literally not see the giant glowing gold question marks of rainbow borders?
Oh. Oh my god, this level is so hard!
Oh my god. It's wild, because I feel like I'm in an episode of Game Grumps right now. I'm the Danny to your Aaron.
Because I'm saying poopy stinky bird feet?
You know, actually, never mind. Your commentary is actually more valuable than Aaron's.
Oh.
I still can't get over the fucking Black Knight playthrough. That made me stop watching them for it. I have never been subscribed to them since then.
Wait, what?
The Black Knight... Okay, the Black Knight playthrough. The Game Grumps one.
I know, what was it? Why?
Okay, it's this thing, right, okay, is that Black Knight is full of funny shit, right? Like, it's full of, like, a level where the tutorial for guarding is that there's, like, loads of pigs coming towards you, and when you block the pigs, they're deflected into the air and then vanish. Like, they shoot away for several frames, they go, and then they just disappear. Like, no effect. The pigs just vanish. So, like, the game's full of, like, weird nonsense. But, like Aaron was so busy masturbating furiously to his hate boner for Sonic that he missed all the joke opportunities. Half of his commentary was just, go fast, and literally making fart noises into the microphone. Like,
I make fart noises when I get defeated. Just because it's my weird instinct I have to just go when I fall down a pit.
You know what the, okay, so that's
what
like
in the
less
world is this? I'm grinding on the wind. Riding on the wind brings back fun memories of what, Sonic?
Of Sonic Adventure 1?
What? He grinded on the wind before?
Well, he ran on it back then.
Oh.
You know, it's a similar thing.
30 to 50 feral hogs.
But anyway, my thing is, right, okay, is fucking... The worst thing about that playthrough, right, okay, is, like, halfway through a playthrough that's mostly just Aaron going... Go fast, go! He has the goal to turn to Danny and be like, I really like how our improv dynamic is developing. Those classes really helped. We're really artists that put effort into our work. It's like, no, you're not. You are not. Game Grumps is just the most shat out content, and that's not to be mean to anybody that likes it. I used to like it, and I still like some. And obviously they've offended me so much I don't watch them anymore. But like some of their playthroughs are still funny, but like there's no effort in there at all. And the goal that in the middle of the biggest, like, in the middle of a playthrough, which was all just wasted potential, he was, like, willing to just, like, brag about his quotes dynamic in the middle. That's when I unsubscribed. I couldn't fucking take that shit. Pretentious fucking self-satisfied fucking
I lost the
talentless
bird.
hack.
Come back here, bird. I gotta grab your dirty feet again.
So anyway, in summary, Aaron Hansen of Game Grump is a stinky man. He's done nothing measurably wrong. He's just annoyed me personally, and now I hate him. Yeah, with Arrow, the bird should have abandoned you. You were ungrateful, and you jumped out of its clean talent.
I hope I haven't offended you, Biz.
Me?
Yeah.
With what?
I don't know. I haven't done anything to offend the beast.
Okay, nobody give Elena any tips.
Don't know what I'm doing exactly.
You're learning a new
I'm losing rings.
You're learning a new character in the middle of playing a Sonic.
Well, that's for sure. Do I have to, like, stand right next to them and do the thing? Yeah. Not now!
Elena.
Leave it to Beaver. Does this damage? What?
Okay, so you're playing as a new character, right? That you have no experience with. So you don't know how to control them or anything, right?
Yeah.
You don't know anything of what they're about, right?
Well, game over.
It'd be a situation where you would want information, right?
Yeah.
You've ran past 2 hint rings.
What?
You've ran past 2 hint rings.
What?
You ran past 2 entire ass hint rings.
Well, where'd you go in again?
Well, run past is kind of an overstatement. With one of them, it was on. With one of them, you just kind of lingered next to it and didn't bother touching it, and then left.
Oh. I'm just playing the game. I don't want.
We don't have time.
I love you.
Let's get to Elise right away.
I'm just playing video game.
Are you okay?
I'm living.
Okay. As long as you're living, honey. You can roll down this hill, by the way.
I'm happy to inform you that I am indeed alive at this moment. Well, he did the Minecraft, or excuse me, the Roblox just oh. Or at least it sounded like it.
It does kind of sound like it.
Oomph. Oh wait, let's play around with getting small.
Hell yeah, honey. Now we'll
see if
my language.
Let's see if we can get. Let's see if he does indeed shrink further each time. So here's some rings for comparison. Oh wait, I got them.
Shan says you managed to avoid dying. Oh, I think it's broken. I think it's just working the way it's supposed to now.
So here's this box for comparison to him.
Yeah, it's not working.
Oh, he gets a little bit smaller each time, I think.
we're having a fun time here. I don't think he's getting any smaller.
That looks smaller to me. That looks smaller.
I don't think so.
I see.
This has eagles like Lord of the Rings. He seems to be approaching the size of that flower. Anyway.
I think it's the same every time now.
Disappointed.
It's such a shame that the train hit a wall and exploded, because it would have been wild just to like. Ideally, it would have been fun to like get to the point where like all the ground around you is just 1 pixel of the floor texture. Elaine, how would you feel if I admired your floor texture? Elfie has a message for you, Elena. Elfie has a little message for you.
Yeah, it would be nice if I knew what that means.
How? With the hit rings! Elena.
What?
Okay, so I don't know what. Okay, so are you just ignoring the hint rings? Do you see them? The hint rings. We were talking about the hint rings earlier. You've acknowledged them.
Yeah, the ones I ran into.
Wow, like, I love how you spin dashed. You were desperate to fuck that up as fast as possible.
No, I was trying to do it.
Arrow says it blows my mind to think that this could have had Elena turn off the hint rings and it wouldn't have had a difference.
Oh.
I had Arrow turn off hint rings as a challenge, as a fuck you, Arrow. You're just self-doing it.
Oh.
Self-doing? That's a weird phrasing.
I'm not trying to do anything. I'm trying to play game.
I mean, if you're not trying, you're still succeeding.
If I see a hint ring, I'll get it.
Okay. So we've got like, if you see one, you're gonna get it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay. Self-sabotaging, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
If I use it right, I can freeze enemies with it.
I don't know what the point of the hint rings is. Because Sonic just talks anyway. They could have had him just say all this stuff as well.
Yeah, like he seems to be giving me tutorials. Great!
Elena, stop. You keep doing the same thing.
I mean, sometimes I make it a little further than this.
Elena, at this point, you are doing the thing that kills you, and then occasionally you get lucky and fuck up dying.
What?
And your strategy is to just rely on that, basically.
Yeah, like I said, I'm getting lucky. Like I said earlier, that's my strategy. Let's get lucky.
3 hint rings ignored.
This level's long. Oh no.
4 hit rings!
I don't know what I want. I'm trying my best.
Just touch the hint rings.
We've managed to avoid drowning. Here's a rainbow ring. Oh, I missed it.
So rainbow rings you're fine with, but not hint rings.
Well, the hint rings are the rainbow ones, right?
Elena. I don't know if you're trying to scrumble me now.
No.
I don't know what. Because the hint rings have a question mark in them.
That one didn't?
No, it didn't, honey. It didn't.
Oops. I keep doing that with this eagle. What? The eagle has forsaken me.
No,
What?
you jumped off the fucking eagle! Stop jumping off the
There we
fucking
go.
eagle!
I'm trying a homing attack onto it.
What? You're already on it!
I didn't know you could get onto it without homing attacking. Then I had to home attack on it. I've earned. Boy, these rings.
I can't fucking
here's one.
handle this.
I can manage this cage with my power.
I can manage this cage with my power. What does that mean?
You found the 5th hint ring. So you've ignored 4, you hit the 5th.
What?
That's the least. The arrow says that's the least useful hint ring.
It didn't
No, that
feel
was the
very
6th.
useful, did it?
Not only that's the 6th hint ring, you find that you got the 6th hint ring. Okay, Elena, how many buttons does the controller have?
I'm pressing the only one that I found that does anything other than jump. Oh wait,
What,
this one.
why don't you press the other ones?
I did press this one, but they didn't do anything. How did I miss?
It's gonna be a long night of playing stuff. Elena,
Okay, but
this is like an edge case move. So, I mean,
am I
it's
supposed to
gonna
hit that
be
thing
a
up there?
Long night. No, you use the psychic power on the door.
I what?
You use the psychic power on the door.
I'm using his psychic power. My
Okay,
mutant
use
brain
the-
senses danger.
Okay, how many buttons does the controller have?
There's 4. And then there's the
No.
camera.
That's not. There are not 4 buttons on the.
There's A, B, X, Y. And then there's the D-pad. And there's L and R. And I can press in the sticks.
Elena, okay, so have you pressed all of those?
And then this button does this.
Okay, if you
Am I gonna
tried
have to press
those
all the buttons again?
Try-
Oh, what the?
okay. Oh wait, okay, Elena.
Okay, I pressed all the buttons and now, I've, okay.
Elena conveniently misses the triggers, Arrow says.
Whoa, 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 whoa. What way is this? Look at this!
Now Silver's face cutting the fuck out of everything.
And I managed to die.
What? How? What?
Leave it to me.
I couldn't figure out where to go!
What?
Okay, time to press all buttons. Until everything dies.
We did not manage to avoid drowning.
Colonel, I did not manage to avoid drowning. Uh-oh, I'm gonna die. Uh-oh.
Elena, how are you?
I couldn't get out. Did you see him peeking over the edge? Like pleading.
Elena, I don't know how you're physically capable of fucking up this bad consistently.
I'm sorry.
What?
I'm just
Elena,
trying to... The camera
why
whips
you
around.
just...
It's
I'm
the
like-
camera, I swear.
Oh, is it? I'm gonna be honest, right? I don't know. I'm pressing X right now. Like, the camera's bad, but also I feel like these things would only happen to you know?
Now here I'm
feel like
trying to
these
turn
are-
the camera and it turns like the opposite, it like turns against me. Like I'm fighting the, whatever the automatic camera is.
Incredible.
Alright,
Fucking
everything, are you ready to
incredible.
die, everything? The game should have more of this. You just pick up a bunch of stuff and then just spin it around and whip everything's butt.
Elena, I love how you've developed your own personal way of playing as Silver, you know? You're not letting the game tell you what to do, you've defined Silver for yourself.
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't know, honey, maybe if only there was something that could tell you.
It told me about floating, but where do I float? What?
Okay, Elena.
How did I die?
You have
I
no
didn't fall
rings.
in the water.
You have no rings, and you are holding a spike ball that you wedged between you and
And
the
where
wall.
does Sonic go when you switch characters?
Up Silver's asshole, clearly.
What?
Arrow says, if only Silver had explicably explicitly stated what to do. Elfie
This
faces,
isn't working.
stop hitting yourself.
I can't get through the hole.
I can manage this game with my power.
Oh, there we go.
Okay, Elena.
I've picked up
try
an
pairing-
orb.
Try pairing that ability with other things you can do. Okay, that...
Like that?
No, okay, no. Okay, so Elena, look out across the lake, right? What?
Yeah.
Okay, what's out across the lake? Don't be hyperactive for 1 minute.
I
please.
can't. The
Stop
camera
being
won't
hyperactive.
tilt for me to see over there.
You can see what you need to see
can't.
right now. You can see what you need to see.
There.
What's near you on the lake?
Nothing. Everything's really far away.
Okay, what's the nearest thing to you on the lake?
Maybe over there?
Well, okay, wait. Okay, just
Nope,
describe.
he didn't
describe what.
glide long enough.
Elena, I am going to fucking kill you.
He didn't glide long enough to get over there.
No, Elena,
The
no,
hint thing
you-
told me to glide.
Okay, Elena.
You
okay,
talk
do
about
you
the
want me
hint
to-
so much, I'm listening to the hint. It says press A to glide. So,
Okay, Elena. Okay, no. What was closer to you than that ledge? Don't
Nothing.
jump. Until...
There's nothing close.
There is something. There is something in the water. Okay, it's wood.
There's nothing
That's okay,
here.
It's wood. There's something wood in the water.
Well, now there's a crate in the water. There's these towers.
Okay, so think. What could you do with those towers?
Nothing.
As a sidekick. Okay. Okay, so think. I've played for this entire game.
What the?
I'm
How
trying
did that
to lead
break?
you.
I would never have thought that that was breakable. What?
Not even when you have somebody who's beaten the entire game before trying to lead you towards that tower as a conclusion.
No, I had no idea what the heck you were talking about. The only wooden... I was gonna say those crates. Those are wooden.
Elena.
I would never have believed that you could break those.
Why would you have never believed it?
They don't look breakable! There's not been anything breakable before in this game. I swear.
What about... Wait, no, there has been stuff that's breakable before. In White Acropolis of Sonic, there was stuff that's breakable.
Yeah, but not like that.
There were also towers,
I never did this
believe.
before.
The things that were breakable were also towers.
The only thing I remember breaking there was the lights. And you like do the weird thing where you climb up them.
There were little tower platforms with enemies on them and they were breakable,
What?
I think.
I never
think,
broke
yeah.
any of them.
Does Silver still say "great" every time you get an item?
I think so. I haven't been listening. What?
Oh, you have... What did you do?
What?
Leave it to me.
What do you mean, what?
You'll see, I guess.
You just stopped gliding and then fell in the water. Why?
I was trying to land on that platform, and then I went in the water instead.
Okay, Elena, I'm gonna be honest here, right?
Oh, I guess he does. I think I can knock that structure down. He's so quiet.
Oh yeah! Yeah, I guess I wasn't looking at the subtitles. So Arrow was right. Silver just tells you exactly what to do.
Yeah, but I wouldn't have known what he meant by that structure. I would have been like, what structure?
What structure? So it could be the most breakable looking structure in the area.
That doesn't look breakable!
Just it looks more breakable than everything else.
And like he
It's
wasn't
made of
like
wood.
there wasn't anything in particular he was like pointing at.
Sonic 06 mod lesson. Could somebody make a mod for Sonic
It didn't. It's not like the camera panned over and like pointed at it or something, so that I would know what he was talking about.
Can somebody make a mod of Sonic 06 where when Silver gets to that point, his arm procedurally animates just to point at the tower? Like, no matter what the rest of him is doing, his arm is like a ragdoll gravitating towards the tower, please. Can we get the pointing Silver mod?
I wouldn't have thought that was a structure. Like, everything's a structure around here. Like, what do you mean structure?
But I mean, it's wood, so it's the most breakable.
Do you mean like
thing.
the castle? I don't know.
What do you mean the castle?
This is all so vague. You're acting like it's the clearest thing in the world, and like I have no idea what it's talking about.
Elena, what's more likely, the wooden like tower?
It's cryptic. I don't know what he's talking about.
It's very flimsy looking, or like the giant castle that the entire.
That might not even have. I don't like. It's not even necessarily on screen when he says it.
The
Like,
entire level.
I don't know what he's talking about. I maybe don't even hear it.
Can I just mention, by the way, that like the entire level is in the castle. So when you say the castle, I'm just imagining Silver throwing a box, and the entire level just atomizes.
And like I wouldn't even have like thought about like throwing something at them. Like I don't like none of this would have happened in my head. I wouldn't have thought of any bit of that.
Okay, that's fine.
Like, what do you mean they look like they can be knocked over? Like, what are you talking about? What can be knocked over? I don't know what you're talking about.
Maybe, I don't know. You walk to the end of a pier. The thing that the pier points kind of towards is the wooden
Yeah,
tower.
but he says it before you're at the end of the
camera-
pier.
I mean, but then you're left to think about what he said, and the only thing around is like close. And looks like a structure that could be knocked down.
It still doesn't change that I didn't think of any of this.
That's fine. I just think it's funny. Shan says, I wonder how Elena would do an old school point and click adventure game. To which I respond, Elena's very good at brute forcing. So she'd be fine. Wait.
What the heck, Silver?
What? Oh. Oh no, Elena.
What?
Oh no, I just find it funny that I just find that death funny mildly
Why?
a bit, you know. Because you just sort of like you didn't jump, like you weren't high enough, and then you glided, and then you just realized it. It just stayed there to wait to die.
Well, I couldn't do anything.
You could go back.
How? He can't glide anymore. He's already glided.
No, but I mean,
He's already
you got there when you had half your gauge left. You know.
I didn't know there was a gauge.
Excuse me.
What gauge?
Okay, Elena. Okay, so this game only has one place a gauge ever shows up. It's in the same place on screen, regardless of what the gauge is showing. It's always in the same place. And it's on screen at all times. Yeah, the gauge.
I'll take care of all of you. I haven't died.
All of Silver's abilities are on the gauge. You need to know about the gauge.
I don't. What?
Only you need to know about the gauge. It's important. Everything Silver does is on the gauge.
Where is it?
Look at the screen!
Over that enemy?
What? What? What did you just say?
Over the. That's the enemy's health bar.
No, no. Okay, just look around the screen for some.
Okay,
for, like,
there's
a game.
there's the timer. There's a score. There's rings. There's lives. Which I often
Okay.
forget. Even that part of the screen is there.
Keep going.
That's it. Like
Sometimes
what?
I don't know if you're trying to spam me or not.
No. I'm trying to play this video game.
Elena, it takes. It
Sometimes it says great.
Okay, honey.
I play
okay,
games
so
the
think to
opposite
yourself.
way of you, Shan.
Okay. Stop moving around, Elena. Stop moving around. Think to yourself, right? Okay. Where have I looked on screen, and where
Wait,
else
I can't
can
move the
look?
camera here. What is this doing? I can't see. Just gonna have to assume it's something this way. This is the only way I can see. Well, that was close.
What the fuck? What? Okay, you just. Oh, okay.
What?
You just ignored the stairs and just flew.
I couldn't see anything. The only way I could see was that way, so I figured, okay, maybe I'm supposed to go that way. Because that was the only way the camera would let me look. Doesn't that seem reasonable? I'm making reasonable decisions?
Okay, that camera angle does kind of suck.
I was moving the stick to move the camera. It wouldn't move, so I figured, okay, I'm in a locked camera angle here. It's trying to show me where to go.
Okay, that's fair.
So I thought, okay, maybe I glide over there.
Okay, so stop. Okay, at some point when you have a chance, just stop, right?
Yeah.
Because the gauge pulsates, right? And movement attracts the human eye, you know? So if at some point when this fight is done, you just stand
I think the issue is that when I'm
still.
playing a game, I get tunnel vision. And I only see very specific things.
I mean, we've noticed.
I have to talk about that. I notice it, I can probably notice it if, like, I rewatch the footage later. Because I notice more when I'm watching back video of a game than when I'm playing it.
Because that's why you should stop, because at that point you're watching rather than playing.
Oh. Maybe that makes sense. Like I noticed, like, dang, this, like, the backgrounds are really nice, or stuff like that when I'm watching video of it. I don't even notice the backgrounds when,
Okay, Elena, please stop moving a minute. Just stop. Just stop. Just stop. 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 Stop.
See, look, so
Stop.
this is,
Stop.
listen.
Stop moving!
This
Stop.
is me-
Stop!
This is me, wiggling the right stick trying to move the camera,
Okay.
if you can
Okay,
hear
Elena,
that.
stop. Okay,
It's
Elena,
not doing
stop.
anything.
Okay, you're not moving, right? Nothing's moving, right? Okay?
Yeah.
Look around the screen at everything that's moving.
Yeah.
What's moving on screen? Okay, just don't move. Just look at everything that's moving on screen. You'll find the gauge. Okay, Elena, don't build the bridge. Just look around for the gauge.
There's nothing.
Okay, look. Where is UI?
This delay
normally?
isn't helping, he says. It's in the upper left.
Okay, but where? Okay, so where is UI in games in general though? Where's it tend to
On
be
the screen.
concentrated?
I don't know.
Okay, so the edges. So look around the edges of the screen.
Yeah, there's no UI.
What do you mean? There's no UI?
There's no UI.
What do
There's
you
just like a
mean
little
there's no-
decoration.
What do you mean? There's no. What do you mean? There's a little decoration. What are you talking about?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Elena, did you try and glide for the thing again?
No, it was much worse than that. I was just trying to move the camera.
I love how in chat Arrow's just like.
I was just trying to see the stairs.
Elena, look at what Arrow just put in chat. He said, she says, look at the bottom right. Please just do it. No, look. Do you see that? Do you see that?
I'm not in the game right now.
Oh my fucking god! I love Silver interjecting to say this delay isn't helping, and because of the delay, I don't know what you're talking about.
He goes, "This delay isn't helping."
Let's get to Elise right away.
Okay, there's nothing in the bottom right. So it's not just a decoration?
Okay, you know what? I'm done. Wait, what? Could you say that again, actually?
I said, so that's not just a decoration?
The thing in the bottom right?
Yeah. I thought it was
mean a
just like
decoration?
flair.
What do you mean, decoration?
Like that was Silver's rear headlight or something.
For a start,
know.
a rear headlight is not a decoration.
Well, I mean, it
Oh,
wouldn't
wait,
really
what-
help you with the game. So it would be a decoration
It's
for the game.
You fucking shithead! Oh. God, Elena, I can't fucking handle this.
Oh.
You knew it was there the entire time, and you were just like, oh, this is just nothing. Oh my god. Oh.
I don't know why I end up doing this. It's like Smash Bros. Again.
It's like Smash Bros.
I don't know, I assume things are decorations.
Oh my god.
Like those
good luck
moves,
giving
I
it-
thought those are like the move equivalent of a decoration.
Good luck giving your cat medicine, champ. Oh my god, Elena, I'm fucking dying right now. I can't handle this. Oh, we gotta go through it.
And what will this gauge help me with? Also, Sonic, why won't you go the right way? No.
Arrow says next time you design UI, there needs to be a load of random gauges that do nothing.
I thought it was, you know, like the Swanky Box channel where he has those like bars around the screen. I thought it was like that.
Like, Excuse me?
Where he like, yeah, he has like this border around the edge of the screen. I thought it was something like that.
Like Swanky Box the YouTuber?
Yeah. You know his videos?
Okay, I'm gonna go look at Swanky Box, because I don't remember gauges on Swanky Box's videos.
There's like...
I managed to mistype it as Skanky Box.
Oh no!
I hate Swanky Box, by the way. Fucking
Yeah, I've stopped
hate him.
watching his videos because they're kind of like... They're so samey.
Yeah, it's like...
not very interesting
hard,
either.
isn't it? Wait. You mean... Elena? Elena?
Is Silver a YouTuber? Maybe!
He has a border, Elena.
Yeah, I thought it was like that.
Elena,
It was just some like, just to spice up the screen.
Elena, so what you're saying is that a gauge and a border are the same thing.
Well, see, look at the shape of it. It's like that border.
Elfie says, Elena, listen, is Silver a YouTuber?
That's what I said. Maybe he is. Maybe he YouTubes.
Oh my god. Well, he comes from the future, so I don't know. Probably not.
You...
Wait, what was that arrow? Or what are you reacting to?
See,
Elena,
look what he said.
at
I think I can knock that structure down. It was pointing directly at the ground.
Okay, Elena.
It was
Elena,
not on
okay.
the screen. Confirmed.
Elena, listen.
What?
Okay, Elena. Okay, so you know the gauge you have, right?
Yeah. Also, what the heck is that thing that keeps like spiraling around him?
It's a sweat crystal.
Oh no. This is
It's
what
what goes
invented
through
sweat
anything.
crystals?
Oh no, sweat crystals were invented in 1978.
By BisTheFairy.
No, I don't sweat. I sparkle, bitch.
No, but you invented the crystals.
No, I didn't. I'm not
You were the one
involved
who
in that.
managed to make them into crystals.
I have only been awake on this Earth since 1994. Before that, I was in space. I do
Inventing
not know
sweat
anything
crystals.
by Osamu Tezuka? What the fuck is Osamu Tezuka?
Me.
Okay, Mrs. Tezuka. Oh yeah! I get it now. I get it.
Creator
That's
of
a good
Astro
one.
Boy.
Did you know? Did you fucking know? There was like a
When
company
is
for a
Astro
while.
Boy going to grow up into Astro Man?
There was a British manga publishing house for a while. Like that was their thing. That was their big gimmick. Is that they were a manga publishing house that only did British stuff, right? Their name was just Sweat Drop, which I think is like so tacky and kind of also cute.
And the destruction you can have as Silver is good.
Also, a fun fact: one of the people who worked at stuff.
Well,
on
I got
stuff
back
at
here a
Sweat
lot
Drop-
faster.
Also, one of the people that worked on stuff at Sweat Drop
Didn't
also was going to originally do the
you
models
proud
for
of me?
Minecraft back in the day. I'm proud of you, honey.
Yay.
I'm just saying that it's interesting that like one of the people that was involved in that almost went on to make. All
I
the
haven't
art
noticed the
design stuff
gauge
for
do
Minecraft.
anything.
Well, it does stuff. Like I can see it going down right now.
I can't look at it and also the game. Like I can't like move Silver and like see the bar. So unless it does something while I'm sat still and not pressing any buttons, then I'm not going to see it.
I can't handle this.
He explode. Okay,
You
it
really
just looks
are.
like the rear headlight. I couldn't. The words left my brain. Rear headlight is what I was trying to say.
Elfie's suggesting you might want to see a doctor.
Really?
I mean, yeah, I think there can be problems that mean that you can't mentally focus on several things visually at once.
Silver, why
Like,
is
it's a-
this?
Like if you have a condition.
Silver,
that
please,
makes
just
it-
step.
if you have a-
Hey, not bad.
like,
I don't think it's
just
that
jump
bad.
over. I mean, Elena, this is very bad. Elena, I'm telling you, your tunnel vision is like kind. Like I'm pretty
It
sure.
depends
I
on the
remember-
game. Really.
Like this, like I think I watched a documentary about the
Like in
early
Pac-Man. Like in Pac-Man, I've mentioned before, I sort of like look at the whole screen all at once. Which is one of the reasons I'm really good at Pac-Man.
Those enemies seem to be
I'm just saying, Elena. I watched. Yeah, okay. Number one, let this finish, like Elfie said. Number two, I watched. Okay, so I know.
And also,
that
I think
fucking
it's 3D
medical
games.
You
That is the main thing.
I'm gonna kill you.
I'm sorry.
Okay, what was I gonna say? I know that medical dramas are not like a legit source of information, but I watched one once and it was like this person can only recognize so many objects in front of them because they have a brain thing, and there's like a brain tumor or something pressing on some part of their brain, and they can only notice so many things in front of themselves, whereas like the average person can usually track about 7 objects in their vision at once, mentally.
Well,
right?
there's a lot more than 7 objects going on here at the moment.
Elena. I'm just saying, like... I'm just saying, Elena, like, this is an unusual level of tunnel vision. Like... like, how many people play games with gauges on the screen and can see them, you know?
Well, and I'm gonna mention, this happens more with Sonic than it does with other stuff too. Like Mario Odyssey, I didn't have issues like this.
Well, Mario Odyssey doesn't have a gauge on screen.
I mean, the speed of stuff, I think, in Sonic has something to do with it. Or
Elena,
like I'm trying to like calculate movement in my brain really fast.
Elena, playing as Silver is not fast.
Well, I mean, he's a pretty speedy guy.
He's not fast. The game is not like this is not fast.
And again, like when I'm not playing the game, I can notice everything just fine.
Wonderful 101 is a more chaotic, faster-paced game than this, and you do well at that.
Yeah, but there's like less platforming to do.
You weren't noticing the gauge when you were in rooms with no pits.
Well, remember,
and
I
no
keep
jumping.
missing the bars for stuff in Wonderful 101 as well. You have to keep reminding me. I'm like, oh, you're like, did you know you can see the boss's health? And I'm like, oh.
Yeah. Well, that doesn't help your point. You were trying to convince me it's when you play Sonic. I'm trying to convince you it's when you fucking...
Well, that's what I said. I was like, oh yeah, I guess in 101 I have that too.
Yeah, I'm just saying though, like, I don't know, would it hurt? Would it hurt to maybe just have it looked into? Best case, worst case scenario, you learn something new about yourself that helps you sidestep potential pitfalls, you know? I'm trying to tell her, Elfie. She's too stubborn. She won't listen to me though. Like, I'm just telling you right now, she will not end up getting it looked into. And I just accept that. Like, Elena doesn't do anything.
I don't think it's that bad.
Like Elena, like, she decides, she is very hard to motivate into action. Which is very much like me, I guess. But, you know.
And to assuage your worries a bit more on stream, I like play it up for entertainment a bit too.
Okay. How much?
Like,
Elena, you'd better admit this has all been an act, because that would be a relief at this point.
it is partially a bit.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't know what the gauge did for real though, or realize it was there at first.
Okay, so functionally it's not an act. You just act annoying when you're caught out. Great, gotcha.
I act a bit more difficult than I need to to
Elena,
entertain people.
Elena, if you go to a neurologist, I'll go and get a fucking gender clinic referral. How about that? Isn't that a fair deal? God, I was supposed to be going to get like cognitive behavioral
Like I probably
therapy
noticed.
tomorrow. Okay, you instruct me.
Like
We'll keep going.
oh, now I don't even know what this is. Oh, there you go. It's an interesting seam. There's not even a bump there. Look at him.
It's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. There is a bump. The camera just doesn't show it. I think.
Oh. Yep. That was a forced perspective.
I was supposed to be.
Darn. I thought that would have been funnier if it really was just nothing there.
But yeah, I was supposed to be getting
Optical
cognitive
illusion.
behavior. Okay, never mind. I'm just not saying it anymore.
I'm commenting about the game. Okay, I'm sorry. We're streaming.
No, it's too late. Too late. I've already been spun. Okay, anyway, I was supposed to be getting cognitive behavioral therapy for my OCD, but then like fucking COVID happened, and first they were like, okay, it's now a phone appointment, and then
the fact that you're taking it so serious. Oh, sorry. I keep.
It's okay. You're learning. And then like after they change it to a phone appointment, then they cancel it. So it's like they downgraded it in layers. It went from an appointment to not really an appointment to not existing. How are you going on here?
Sorry, I was just gonna say the fact that you're taking this very seriously means my bit wasn't going off the way I thought it would.
Elena, I'm gonna be honest here.
I thought it was entertaining if I like missed stuff. I thought I was being fun.
You didn't count on having an audience of people that care about your well-being.
Oh.
Get brimbled.
Because I do sometimes miss stuff, and then it was like, I don't know, then I play it up because people seem to think it's funny.
Ara says you don't have to play stuff up to be fun.
Oh. It doesn't hurt probably, but I don't think you have to. Well, I'll keep it in mind. I think this has been an entertaining stream though. Whoa! Ooh. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay, Elfie. Like, I'm gonna be honest, there's probably a load of people that could do with seeing one, but don't. You know? Like, a lot of people...
Arrow saying Beyblade.
Oh yeah, so this is the Beyblade plot, Elena.
This is the me run into wall part. And being unable to steer around. Oh, that
but
looks
Elena,
great underneath there, that clear seam.
So, Elena, look around. What do you see? Where is this taking place?
A tube?
What's the tube made of?
Water? What the heck is going on? What am I dying of? Am I just out of rings and something's shooting me?
Yes. That's exactly what's happening. You're being shot at right now by an enemy that has a gun. Anyway, what was I saying? Okay, so Elena, but like... Okay, so...
What? Oh, I walk up the wall.
It's less of a tube, right? It's more of two big walls on either side, right?
Yeah.
It's like... Okay, now who can do that? Who can make water do that?
Moses?
Yeah, the famous Beyblade character.
What?
Yeah, Moses from Beyblade.
What?
Yeah, Moses from Beyblade.
Also, this part is really difficult.
I mean, okay, I know you're apologizing, Elfie.
Whoa,
I think,
whoa.
like,
wait a minute. I died because I went too high?
I think part of the reason I was willing to go along with it is that I think it kind of sounded like some of the early symptoms of mercury poisoning I heard about in a documentary once.
Oh my
like,
God,
just people just not registering the presence of things even though they can see it. Okay, so Elena, you've game overed.
Yeah, I get. Oh my God, this level.
This level's a tough one.
I mean, you gotta admit, it's hard to pay attention to the UI when you're going that fast. To like pay attention if I have rings or not.
Elena, okay, no.
It's fully in my peripheral vision at that point.
Elena, you don't even need to look at the UI. Okay, when you get hit, you have no rings. When you touch a ring, you have a ring. It's a binary state.
Well, earlier when you were in the lava, he just sort of bleeds rings.
Yeah, in that one edge case. Everything else isn't like that, though.
Yeah, but when stuff's in your peripheral vision, it's not in color anymore. You don't have color sensors in your eyes, in your peripheral vision.
I love the effort you're going to.
I swear! This is my last try for today. We'll come back to this next week.
Arrow says that's not your peripheral.
I swear it is.
I do feel like I do... Oh no, I'm sorry, Elfie. 1 second, let me open this up in some other browsers and see if I can get the quality options back. Whoa. Let's get those fucking...
I'm developing a headache. So this is definitely my last attempt. A headache is not gonna help this.
Do you want to just try and change over to another level if that... Oh, do you want to just do the test room and then to cap off the stream?
I guess we can do that.
Oh, it's not even the last... Wait, you still have quality options? Oh. Wait, Elena.
Yeah?
Are you dropping any frames?
Nope. Not currently. We have dropped some frames throughout the stream, but currently we're fine.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Shan.
Shan, why are you sad? Is anything up?
We dropped 1.7% of the frames for the whole stream. And we haven't lost any for probably a good hour and a half. I check on that periodically, so...
Okay, I have to log into Twitch on my phone, I can't do that. Also, if she's got the quality options, then me having it running browsers isn't gonna help.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I've got this section... I was about to say I got this section pretty well memorized, but then I died right as I was saying that, so that...
I'm sorry.
No, that was it.
Computers are weird though, like, I think sometimes it's like... I think so, yeah, I have no idea. Sometimes my browser just makes it stall constantly and I don't know why. And then some days I have an issue with my Discord where if I don't press a key on my keyboard, after a couple minutes, it just stops playing sound. For some reason. PCs
we just dropped a few frames. It wasn't a lot. Wasn't enough to be 30 seconds.
So yeah, Elaine, when you game over, just go into the extras menu and just go to the test.
I just hope I don't game over before I get back to where I was.
Elena, you are absolutely gonna game over before you get back to where you were.
Oh no. This game doesn't give you enough lives. It shouldn't even have lives, but I mean, this was too early for that to be a consideration. People just didn't do that in games in 2006.
Just didn't do what?
They didn't get rid of lives.
Yeah.
Games just had lives back then.
It's wild because, like, Sonic 3 and Knuckles is the only classic Sonic game I enjoyed before the, like, Taxman versions, because it was the only one where you couldn't game over. So it's like, those other games aged worse because they had, like, game over, they had, like, you know, game over and you go
What
back
game
to
could you not game over?
Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
Okay.
You'd go back to the beginning of a world, but not the beginning of the game. But now it's like, you have games from this console generation that are like longer. So in these games, the fact that you go back to the beginning of a stage, even though it's less of a problem than going back to the beginning of an entire game, makes them, it ages them in almost a similar way, you know?
Wow. Alright, here we go. So we're finally here, performing for you.
For the record, Shan, I think for the record, being sad in that kind of way, it's like you're processing stuff and like it's beneficial in the long run, you know. Because sometimes you just need
Wait,
to
what are you talking
reflect
about?
on negative. Because I'm talking about what Shan was talking about in chat.
There's no messages
Like-
from Shan in chat.
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Is my chat stuck? The last thing I have is from Arrow.
No, I'm talking about a bit of like half.
Oh, you're responding to old messages. Okay.
Yeah, I think
I
sometimes
get paranoid
like,
about the chat getting stuck.
Aw. I just feel like sometimes you need to just end up in the mood where you just like, I don't know, lament stuff for a bit. It's healthy.
Healthy.
Because you need to emotionally deal with it at some point, you know, I guess.
Well, that one really flew. The physics in this game are kind of janky, but they're also kind of one of the most entertaining parts of the game. As his physics tend to be. Which means I still want to play, someday I'd still like to play BeamNG.drive. I think that would be fun. Gary's mod wasn't made because the Havoc physics engine was realistic. Let's go here. They can be impressively convincing a lot of the time though. Oh yeah, he does say great, Biss, I just heard it.
Yeah, he says great.
I was very, I watched, Half-Life 2 stuff, and I was very impressed with how convincing they managed to get the physics all the way back then. Of course, then you have, you know, the meme of the slapping sound that goes on a lot. You know.
Oh god, that was beautiful. Ara says what if Silver said great?
Oh, and you know, speaking of the tunnel vision thing, that's one of the reasons why I designed the UI how I did in Pizza Time, where I put every important information right in the middle of the screen, which is right where I'm looking all the time. I'm looking right at the pizza. That's a game that was made very much to fit with where my eye goes when I play games. And then I have everything to be as little as little busyness as possible, so that I can, when stuff comes in on my peripheral, I can easily catch it. Like I made the stuff that comes in on my peripheral vision as apparent as possible as well, because it also works well for me. This game has is very, very busy all the time. Visually speaking. Although it's an interesting balancing act, I guess, because Pizza Time Explosion is a very busy game as well, but I've carefully balanced the busyness to work well for me. And I make games for myself first and foremost, so
Yeah, that's the best way to do it.
yeah. And I did sort of exaggerate how hard it was for me to see stuff in this. I will admit that there was joking.
Oh,
I'm sorry I joked far enough that people were worried about me.
woo! So please.
Just having to
I
train to be
went
funny.
back! You went
Yeah,
back!
see, I'm learning.
Oh my god, Elena.
I'm learning. I was thinking about your tip when I did that.
Oh, that really touches my heart and ass. You know, actually, I take that back. You see, my point was I was trying to say that it touches my heart, and I put ass in as well. Because I gave you touching my ass.
See, I'm too used to your
But then-
nonsense, Biss. I didn't even, register it. And then I realized the chat is gonna be are people watching in the future gonna be like, and you're what?
Yeah, but okay, the reason I don't like this is that touch my ass implies you physically do it with your hand, right? But
Oh.
then I don't want somebody physically touching my heart, because that'd be disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. I'm gonna be honest. One second.
I think
I've been spending a lot of time recently thinking about the little ways that Sonic is like kind of, you know, maybe just not optimally, you know. Okay, so obviously I was thinking mostly in line of like the games that are good, but just things that in general make even the good games in the series kind of hard to penetrate
Where is
for
this?
people.
There's something glitched. There's like the banging sound, like there's an enemy. Is this the crate banging into the floor? Let me put this down and see if they're still banging. No, it was the crate. Why didn't the door open?
Why didn't the door open, Elena?
This is the one. This is where I came from, right? Or no, it's this one. Okay, the door did open. I got myself turned around in the circular room so many times. I thought that this is where I came from.
Being deeply introspective is cool. I like being deeply introspective. I mean, okay, so it has downsides like the fact that, I don't know, it's easy to fall into huge cycles of introspection that stop
I
you
love
from
that
taking
he
direct
was.
action in the moment.
Oh, sorry. I was just want to
That
say, I
stop you
love
from
that he
taking-
was banging that crate into the floor so hard it was causing everything to shake and like make a massive sound. And that's to the point where I thought there was still an enemy around.
Yeah, I was saying, like, I know that introspection realistically has a lot of pitfalls, and I fall into most of them. But also, I kind of
Boy, Sonic
like,
makes
I
quick
don't know, I like interpreting reality kind of partially in retrospect, through reflection. That's the reason why I like
Whoa.
Kirby games.
Well, that was
Because
cool.
the entire story is just something you appreciate after the fact that has no bearing when you're playing it initially.
Yeah, because Kirby doesn't care.
Yeah, Kirby
just does.
Kirby's just living.
He does things out of necessity only.
Oh, God, I wish I could live as carefree as the Curb.
Oops. Otherwise, he just naps and eats strawberry shortcake.
Wow, Elaine, that was an epic play.
Yep. It's going on the Fortnite wins compilation.
Fortnite wins compilation! Just in the middle, there's just a clip of Sonic 06. A death clip at that.
I've never won in Fortnite, by the way. I used to play a lot of it. My sister has won a few times, and I won with my sister, but I never just like won Fortnite. And now I don't play it anymore, so it's fine.
What
My favorite mode was the one where it was like the big armies fighting each other. I was able to get a lot of like kills doing that.
Hey, Elena.
And then they got rid of the version of that mode I liked, and that's when I stopped playing because they can never keep anything.
Hey, Elena.
Yeah.
What if we were in Fortnite and we were both gay and we kissed?
Oh no.
Oh no, Elfie! That's unfortunate. I'm sorry about that. Is there any kind of return policy, or is it just, you know, too late at this
Boy,
point?
this is a big level.
You're a big
Oh, that was a
level.
camera. I'm small, actually.
You're big to me.
Oh yeah, we've already been here. It's just so long that I forgot! And then it dawned on me, wait a minute, I remember this. We still gotta get to the part where Silver... We still gotta get to the water parting thing. God, I wish I hadn't remembered that. I was blissfully forgetful that that was coming up.
I love how there's this ornate, historical, gigantic, like, church. And somebody just put speed boosters on it.
I thought there was a rail there for a second, but I guess there wasn't. A phantom rail. I was about to jump at it, and that would have been a disaster.
That's a mood, Shan. I feel the exact same. I think partially just because I'm like tired right now, and I was gonna be napping if it weren't for the stream. But I'm
This
in that
headache is
exact
somehow
state of
giving me
mind.
more focus.
In that exact state of mind.
You ever feel extra focused when you have a headache?
No.
Oh.
I know, that's not me. I feel more focused when I don't have a headache.
I think it's kind of like that's what happens when I drink caffeine. It gives me a headache, but then I feel like bizarrely focused as well. But I guess I don't need caffeine for that.
Physical touch is good. That's good. It's
Also, do you like
lifestyle.
how I said that right as I die, like just undermining my point completely about being focused?
I've got a delay, so I'm waiting for you to die now.
Oh, it already happened.
Okay, never mind.
Like it was my most recent death.
I
died a
think
bit
my
ago.
I think my last physical hug was like
Yeah, that's the
Christmas, maybe.
yeah, that's the weird. There's
Or
several
Christmas, I
weird
think.
things like that about me where they have the opposite of intended effect. Like I hear about caffeine is known for being like a headache cure, and then I like gain headaches from caffeine, which is why I don't like it. The headaches. And then also, of course, there's that I'm allergic to allergy medicine. The one allergy we know of is allergy medicine.
I mean, if that's your only allergy, it's fine. Because like, I'm putting a blanket over myself. Oh, I'm into a blanket. I feel sick.
Oh yeah, now I remember another one. Dark chocolate is known for like helping relieve pain, but then for me it often like black or dark chocolate like hurts. Like the back of my throat hurts when I eat dark chocolate.
Excuse me.
I don't know why I keep wanting to call it black chocolate. That would be something different.
I love how you're
That's when
just
you
like.
burn
I
it.
love how.
Oh, poop.
I love how you are even physically a contrarian sometimes.
Because I kept getting like the back of my mouth and throat would hurt when I'd eat dark chocolate, and so I looked it up and it was like dark chocolate pain, and then I only found stuff about it being a pain reliever, and I'm like, what the heck? This is the opposite.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like sorry about that, Alfie. That sounds like melancholy hugs are never tied to good circumstances.
Oh, what? He banged his head on the ceiling.
Boink.
I don't know if I even have enough lives.
Oh my god.
To
like,
do
this
this.
used to be This used to be worse as well.
Oh my god, I don't even want to think about that.
Don't light speed dash! Why did you fucking light speed dash? I hate
Because there was
you.
a line of rings.
Don't
And this
do
isn't
it.
this isn't the area you were telling me not to do that on. You told me
Just
on the
don't
train
do
thing.
It. No, listen. Light speed dashing like triples your speed.
So I should just never light speed dash in the game?
Just not in these sections. Not unless you're like speed running them.
I thought for sure it was okay, because this wasn't the train section where you told me not to do it.
I mean, trust me. Like they make you go faster, and if you're going faster, then you
I didn't
die.
know it would be permanent.
You didn't know the advice was permanent?
No, I mean, I didn't know the speed boost would be permanent.
Well, I mean, I think you can like decelerate out of it, but that takes time. And it's
I take time.
when you're. Okay. Do you take space?
Yeah, I take up some space.
You just bite a little bit of Dialga and Palkia and you chew up. You
Oh my god. Oh my god, steering.
Okay, so don't go up too high, otherwise you die.
Yeah, I noticed that last time I was here. Which is... I hate that. Oh, you can't go too low either! Oh no!
Wait, Elena, why did you go straight down?
Because I was trying to avoid something that was coming up by going underneath it.
No, the thing I think you were trying to avoid was the rest of the level.
There was like a big block coming up.
I think the block is like where you're supposed to go. You're supposed to. I think on top of it is the rest of. It's like a platform, you know.
Well, I couldn't tell that. it was just another big obstacle. And it didn't look like I had room above it, so I was gonna go below it. Oh dang, that was a 1-up! I missed a 1-up! Oh no! Just barely.
I bought
See,
this.
I can pay attention to things.
I bought.
I can
Xbox
notice.
360.
No! The steering! The steering! The steering! The steering!
I bought an Xbox 360 so I could play this game.
Oh, they really are, Arrow. You're not wrong. Oh, no. Well, I did pretty good on the rest of the stage. I did pretty good, it's just long. I did...
Should I go to the bonus
Chances,
level?
is this first 3D Sonic game?
No.
No.
It's
This
okay.
is like
I've
the
got.
fourth one, right?
Okay, can I make a controversial statement?
Yeah.
Cassie would agree with this. This is the last 3D Sonic game. Because after
Basically.
the rest, because Unleashed is half beat 'em up, and then half of the not beat 'em up stuff is 2D, and then Sonic Colors is 95% 2D, and then Sonic Generations is like fucking 75% 2D. Then Lost World is Mario. Then Forces is not even a game anymore. This game, the amazing thing is that this game killed the series, right? Like it did. Like for years I was like, oh well, the series is back up, it's fine. But no, even the good games that have come out since are games which are good in spite of the fact that all they're trying to do is not be 06. 06 killed the fucking series. Sonic doesn't exist
Beautiful.
anymore. Also, go to extras and go to the test level, and we'll play out on that.
Okay. Game room?
Go to,
Oh, test
go
stage,
to
there
the
it is.
game room. Don't go near Silver, because if you touch Silver, then he infects you. Just don't go near Silver.
You don't want to get the silver disease?
Yeah, you don't want to get the Sylvie.
Oh, the eagle is here. Great. I'm invincible.
Wait, you remember what 1, 2, and 3 is? Do you mean like 3D games, or we talk about just Sonic 1, 2, and 3?
There was remakes of Sonic Adventure 1 and 2?
I don't think so, no. I mean, there was the ports.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, God. On the GameCube? You're counting those as remakes?
Oh yeah, the first 3 games. Oh yeah, those, yeah. I wouldn't. Okay, I feel like the word remake means everything, and that just annoys. Okay, but that's not a remake. Okay. I get very angry about the word remake because it has like no specific meaning. So like on my Twitter, I've tried to launch my own set of definitions where it's like a remake. Okay, so let me go get them.
So what do you mean silver infects you, Bis? What does that even mean?
Oh, well, I mean, you've already been infected by Knuckles. I just mean you turn into them, and I don't know if you can turn back or not.
Well, why did you specifically single out silver then?
I didn't know Knuckle were here.
Oh.
Where's the fucking image? Where's the image I'm looking for?
Did you not want me to play as Knuckles? Whoa, that was interesting.
Okay, so here's my thing, right? Okay, here's my personal standard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so so Sonic Adventures 1, 2 on GameCube onwards.
We're going.
Well, to be honest, as they go on, they get progressively worse in each port, so it's not even accurate to call them remasters. But yeah, remasters, like you said. Then I call stuff like the Sonic 1, 2, and CD iOS versions a reconstruction. The game is near perfectly recreated for the sake of accuracy, and then there might be extras. Then the Crash Bandicoot. And then the Crash Bandicoot quotes remake is more of a rebuild because they rebuilt the game as it was, but out of different pieces. Because obviously the assets are different. And then stuff like the Sonic Chaos Fan remake is an actual remake because it's got new level design and everything's different, but it's in the same genre as the same ideas. And then Final Fantasy VII is a reimagining because it's just a fucking different kind of game. And that's my fucking scale.
They changed a lot. They changed a ton in that, as far as I understand too. Like,
Yeah, like that's just
the plot
that's just
is
a
pretty
game.
different.
That's just a reimagining, as far as I'm concerned. It's just a new game that just has.
I think it's supposedly like supposed to be a different. They've like specifically said it's a different universe from the original version of the game, like a different timeline.
Okay, I don't like. You know, I don't like this fucking timeline shit. They can just say it's okay, here's my thing. Okay, right, is that
Well, because it's part of the Final Fantasy series, so it has to fit in the universe somehow.
No, but the Final Fantasy doesn't even have a universe.
Apparently, it does now.
Oh,
Or
that's
Final
fair.
Fantasy VII itself does, maybe.
I see what you mean, Elfie. But I feel like the reason that ports implies a lack of changes is just because people keep calling ports remakes. Like Ocarina of Time 3D is a port. Wind Waker HD is a hideous port that should never have been made. Luigi's Mansion 3DS might be a bad port.
Well, that's definitely a port, and everybody seems to just agree that that's a port.
Luigi's Mansion
For whatever
3DS.
reason. Yeah, I don't know why that gets like people didn't disagree on that. I mean, it's changed about the same level that Ocarina of Time 3D was.
Is Doom GBA?
Which is to say,
a
not
port?
too much. And like that, I think they actually changed it less than Ocarina of Time 3D actually, because I think less models are changed.
Well, I mean, I know. Okay, if you mean what I think you mean, then I get what you're saying. The ports having a bigger history. If you just mean like, there's a lot of ports in general as a thing. They're a lot more common and kind of everywhere as a thing. I don't know if that's what you mean though. I'm kind of like tired, so I might be missing what's.
Well,
being
this test
intended.
stage is not all that interesting.
Well, it was most. I mean, you were supposed to be playing for it as Sonic, but then you got infected by Knuckles. I don't know. Like, I think this would be interesting because there's like some stuff where you can like roll down, and it's like, whoa, they fixed the rolling in this game. Whoa.
Well, I think you are much more enamored with rolling than I am, so I think even there I wouldn't have been that excited.
Okay. I mean,
Start
it's
it
just kind of inherently cathartic, you know.
Maybe to you.
Okay. What is a big slope and rolling? I want to see you still rolling. I want to see you rolling.
Well, that's an interesting
Maybe
thing
roll-
you can do.
If you roll down the big slope, then I'll love you forever.
Well, you're in luck.
You did it! Whee! I mean, it's not as good as Adventure 1 and 2. They're trying to not change this game too much. I think they could afford to make rolling more powerful.
I'm a meteor. Sonic has become a meteor.
Like, that's fair. Maybe the word enhanced port is probably a good idea. An enhanced port, otherwise known as an
Sonic.
I don't know. The thing that makes it complicated for me is that I think that remaster and port are like so similar. It feels like there's so much overlap there. Like it's kind of super subjective. I don't know. I mean, a lot of those areas of gray. Also, I guess I may.
Or you can just get away with it and make up your own word for it, like the Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated.
Oh my god, I am sick of things being Like I saw a fucking Sonic fan game project today called Sonic Reboosted, and I fucking almost vomited. What do you mean reboosted? I fucking
Well, they've done
hate
it again.
this.
That's what re means.
No.
Well, and then you have Final Fantasy VII Remake, where they just put remake in the title. And that's one that you're very sure is not a remake.
Oh, Sean, this is your first time seeing 06 Eggman? Yeah, he looks awful.
Wait, when do I get to play this part with the vehicle?
I mean, when the remake's finished, probably. This is the intro from the original game.
Yeah, I know.
Or like the
Yeah, I wanna drive. Shut up and drive.
also Shadow the Head, as Elfie pointed out, Shadow the Hedgehog was a thing before,
Yeah.
and that has vehicles.
Oh. Well, I am
Oh my
getting an
God.
original Wii.
I don't
on its
blame you,
way.
Shan. I would have. Oh yeah, Elena, you never showed the GIF on stream that I went to the trouble of recording.
What?
I made a GIF showing what you know the animation where you jump between the spires in this and so like tilts towards the spires.
Yeah.
And I said in the original he didn't even do that, and it looked really weird. Well, I made a GIF so you
The
could show
tilting
everybody
looked pretty
what...
weird too. So
Okay,
I don't
well,
think
look
there's a
at
good
us-
solution here. I
Well,
feel like
we'll
he
put
should
this-
you should probably just be in the pose, the tilted pose, the moment he comes off the spring instead of you watching him tilt into it. That would
Okay,
probably
just
look
show
better.
just show everybody this GIF of what that sequence looked like in the original.
Whoa, my computer's not liking this game closing.
Oh no! Oh no!
Everything has frozen. Oh, there we go.
Oh
It's unfrozen
no!
now.
It's behind me. That was a really bad impression. I was trying to do an impression of like the old Thomas narrator. He died recently. It's
Oh, no.
It's not Ringo Starr. It's the one. It's one of the ones after that, but still old.
He goes head
The
first. That's the color banding on this GIF is really something.
Oh my God, Elena! For fuck's sake!
What?
I mean, you make a better GIF of it.
I said it was really interesting. What are you what are you talking about?
Oh, sorry. I'm just used to you dunking every time anything.
No, imagine
shows
if
that
this
it's
was
digital.
just a shader, and the
Yeah,
game just
I
looked like
fucking-
this.
I've wanted to know how to make a shader that does this. Just takes colors and rounds like the fucking RGB values to the nearest 10, so that everything bands a lot.
I mean, Bis is the queen of GIFs.
I'm the quiff. Never mind, that doesn't work. Anyway,
You're not gonna get
but
Bis to
I love
stop
how-
using GIFs.
I love how Sonic just like is always at a 45-degree angle downwards, like the most awkward pose. Like he should just hit his fucking head on that beach. Okay, so you just okay. 1 second. You've
Alright.
just said color and 0xF8. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is, but that sounds cool. But like, I get what you're saying. I think in theory. Also, by the way, WebMS.
Oh no, not Bitwise.
GIFs are better. I love
Nobody
GIFs.
has ever managed to successfully explain to me what the heck Bitwise means, or what doing Bitwise operations does. In fact,
no.
because I basically do one of those, or like I needed one of those for Pizza Time Explosions leaderboards because Steam doesn't work with 64-bit numbers, but I needed my high scores get really big, so they need to be 64-bit numbers, and so I had to split them into most significant bit and least significant bit, right? And then I need to recombine them, and supposedly you can do that with a bitwise operation, but that was just I don't get it. So somebody made just a regular math operation. Just using regular math and not bitwise math, and that was okay.
Wait,
I was able to do that.
Arrow, why are you defending Webm? Why are you defending Webm?
I've tried
What
looking
even
into
is Webm?
I've tried looking at bitwise stuff before. People have tried explaining it to me before, and I'm just like, my brain. That's the noise my brain makes trying to understand bitwise.
If they're so good, Arrow, send me a Webm right now on Discord. Do it. Send me a Webm.
Ash told me that a webm is basically just a piece of a website. Well, the stream totally pooped out. At least it's like the end of the stream. So, but yeah, Ash told me that webums are basically a piece of a website. I don't know what that means, but or I don't remember. I think he explained it a little bit better than that, but that's the only part that I remembered.
Okay, I have a hot take.
Yeah.
I don't care if they're performant and compact. They're stinky. They're stinky. They're stinky. Stinky.
I think it was that he said that a webum is not like a specific thing. It just refers to like a type of thing, and then there's like various things that you can put in it. It's one of those types of formats, I think.
I don't know. Like, I could be honest, I don't even know what they are. They just sound way too complicated. I just like GIFs, because GIFs are just an image that swaps frames. It's like so simple, you know? They're easy to work with. It's the video container. This is the thing. I don't want a fucking video container. I don't. This is so complicated and nonsensical. Just
I wish I remember what Ash said, because he said that it's basically taking a piece of a website.
Container's a big word, and and there's a video. That's not even an image anymore. It's a video. GIFs are images. I like that.
Or maybe he was talking about there's another format that's similar. I think it was WebP rather than WebM, and there were some images that were in the format WebP. Maybe that stands for web page.
WebP? It's not a piece of a website.
Because what I was grabbing was not video stuff, it was still images, and they were WebP. Okay, fine. Okay, good. I sorted it out, because I was like, no, wait a minute. I don't think Ash was wrong. He's, like, studied this stuff. It's me who's wrong.
Okay, Arrow has sent me one.
He went to school for this stuff. He should know what he's talking about.
Arrow, it's not previewing. Arrow, this is a video. It's a fucking video, Arrow. This isn't a moving image. It's a video of no sound. Get this shit. Oh, I mean, it's a good going clip, and I appreciate that I get to see this fucking high quality animation again. But this is a video. Sickening. GIFs are better.
Alright, everybody. So we're ending the stream with you yelling at Arrow.
Fuck you, Arrow. GIFs for life. Because GIF... No! Okay. No. Okay, you see, the thing is, okay, is with a GIF, all the frames, right? Okay, it's a series of frames, right? Fucking video files are a load of hyper-complex fucking compressed ass data that like gives a load of vague instructions about taking patterns of pixels and shifting them and then generating new patterns. It's like all super complicated. GIFs are just they're honest. They don't lie to you.
Although this reminds me, Bis, on Vinesauce, he's been playing Castlevania Order of Ecclesia, and he's had people, well, because it's a DS game, so there's like a bit of the screen that's empty. And he likes to put like an image there, and so people have been making ones for him, and they keep sneakily making them be animated GIFs. And with those, you can, like, for each frame, you put in how long it will be until the next one happens, and that can be different. So they're just incredibly long GIFs where it's just one frame for a while, and then like he'll be playing for like half an hour, and then suddenly the picture will change into something goofy, and like. It's pretty funny.
Okay, no, but when GIFs aren't a whole image per frame, they're at least like a thing where the transparency is the part of the where you keep the previous frame or something. Like I don't know. Like I don't know. It's like, but like with webms, I'm looking at it and there's a little play button, and that ruins the immersion for me. And it stops at the end, and there's like an audio thing that just is like
when they loop.
It's blacked out.
Anyway,
okay, look this way, right? Okay,
I'm trying to end the stream.
You know how? Wait, no, Elaine, I need to soapbox a second. So you know how in fucking Turf Wizard book, everybody they have the pictures that move, and it's really cool because it's like, whoa, a picture moving. That's just a GIF. They made magic real, but then a WebM is just like if somebody it's just transparently a video. The magic is gone.
Anyway, I wanted to end the stream like 20 minutes ago or whatever. Anyway, thank you all for watching. It was a fun stream today. Sorry if I went overboard with my bit I was doing earlier.
Wait, can I have one more sentence?
What?
GIF compression is really good. It's honest. It looks very nice. Whereas WebM has video compression, which is like not nice. It looks worse.
Oh.
Yeah. GIF compression is like color banding or dithering, and that's cool. WebM compression is like every frame is JPEG-y. If you look close, it's all JPEG. It's all JPEG.
Yeah,
I'm worried I'm being a piece of garbage now. I'm gonna be honest.
You can't have conversations like this with Bis, because Bis is the one who's always their other soapbox is that GIMP is the best program to do animations in. I don't know anybody else who agrees with that, including myself.
Okay, if you don't have hundreds of dollars to spend on Toon Boom, it's better
Cassie
than like
has another free program that she uses to do animations on.
Okay,
that's pretty good.
If we're talking about on PC things that are commonly used, it's like Clip Paint has an arbitrary frame limit. I don't even know what else does anything. GUN image manipulation program is really robust, and you can use its layer system as an animation timeline. it's okay. 1 second. Arrow sent me a fucking WebM. This WebM has sound arrow. I'm closing it. Actually, wait, it's fucking Simpo gear. Oh fuck.
But yeah. So I'll be back. I'll be back on Thursday for sure. With Bug Fables and Paper Mario, and
oh my god, Elena, you gotta see
World
this
2 Game Boy Advance. I will
Elena,
later. Abyss, I have to finish the stream now. And then Sunday we'll be doing this again. And if Cassie gets her sleep schedule fixed at some point, we will do our big SpongeBob stream. And then I have another stream with her planned that we will hopefully get to next week on Friday. But yeah, for sure, Bis on Sunday, and me on Thursday. So I will see you then. Yeah, again, sorry about the bit I was doing earlier, and if it was like too overboard.
And I'm sorry for just being incendiary in the fucking GIF WebM wars. I believe myself. I view myself as right, but I feel like I'm also an arrogant piece of garbage about it. Thank you for being here, everybody. It's been great. Oh, I love you too.
Yes, it was a good stream. I'll see you on Thursday, and possibly earlier than that if we can wrangle Cassie.
Yeah, we'll wrangle.
We can wrangle the baby in.
Yeah, we got to take that fucking pizza off of her. It's disgusting.
Bye bye, everybody.
Bye bye.